There we go. There we go. Got the mic going. Yo, what's going on? No. What's going on? What's that? Nuno? Surf? What's going on, man? Welcome, man. What up? How's everybody doing today? You guys excited? You get excited for real? Let me lower this. Let me lower that music down just a little bit until the game starts up. Yeah, let's lower this down just a little bit. Oh, there we go. We'll get it back up once the live broadcast starts. Everybody ready? Yo, you guys hyped? Yo, what's going on? Everybody hyped? Hey, thank you, man. What's going on, Joe? What's going on, James, Brian, Bo, Brandon? You guys excited? Hey, thanks for the video. Hey, man, I'm glad you enjoy the content. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Nothing But Skills. And today we're talking... I got a plan. Yo, what up? I am one, Antonio. Why you... What's going on, JT? Let's see. COD convert me, doubtful. 86 skills. What's going on? Yo, I'm excited just as much as you guys are. JT, why it's a live premiere, man. It's actual like the live multiplayer starts at what's it called? The live premiere they're gonna do like a trailer and then they're gonna show live gameplay for like about an hour and a half, 2 hours of gameplay, raw gameplay of different stuff. So it's supposed to be really big. Reaper, what's going on? What's up, Skills? Love your Division 2 videos, man. Hey, what's going on, Reaper? I'm glad you enjoy it. What's going on, Keep? Hey, anybody pre-order this? Who's pre-ordering this game? Hey, thank you, man. I got a little shirt on. Got to get a little clean. I watched your Video Games Revolution put up before it got banned. Oh, I watched it before he got banned. It looks great. Oh, I didn't watch that, man. Yeah, JT. So it's gonna be yeah. What's going on, Farrah? What's going on, Brandon? Am I going to Madden 20? I don't know. I haven't played Madden in a while, man. Never played Call of Duty, but this will convert. You think so? You think this is gonna convert you, Solo? Hey, man, you pre-ordered. This is gonna change the gaming history. I hope it does. You got the gold edition? I haven't pre-ordered yet. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna go off this gameplay, off this this trailer, and then once they start showing us the gameplay of the multiplayer, so we'll see. We got 5 minutes. Hey, this guy, man. I'm glad you like the content, man. Yo, we got 5 minutes. Yo, this is gonna be hype right here. All right, hold on. Let me see something real quick. There we go. We're good. Let me let people on Twitter know that we're live right now. Which new specialization will be in Division 2? I don't know, man. Hey, JT, I've seen like some kind of gameplay here and there, and it looks good, man. Yeah, the graphics look real good. Like they used a whole new engine. I guess that's like their big selling point is that they switched the engine that they were using to do all of the Call of Duty games. They used a new engine for this one. Supposedly it's supposed to be really good. I was sold on the 2v2 combat. The sound and the engine look nice. Yeah, did you see the gameplay in 4K? Looks crazy. I got my 100 mask because of you. Thanks, bro. Hey, one man, thank you. Thank you for enjoying the content. Yo, Joe, your vids are awesome. Been watching you since Division 1. Man, thank you. Thank you for watching the videos, bro. Greetings from Bulgaria. Hey, man, welcome. What do we got? We got what? 4 minutes? Woo. Excited. 4 minutes. Yo, how many of you guys? Well, hey, so in the chat, I want to know what Call of Duty you guys played. Like, what was the first Call of Duty you ever played? Let me know in the chat. I'll tell you what Call of Duty I played, but I want to see which one you guys have played. What was your first ever Call of Duty? Yo, Walt Goalie, what's going on, man? Long time. I'm almost as good as you. Hey, man, you're probably better than me, Richard. I'm just an average player, just making videos, having fun. Hey, Thor, what's going on? Stream is getting lit right now. People flowing in. Hey, make sure you guys leave a like on the video before you guys leave. Hold on, let me post this. Hey, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, go on Instagram, Nothing But Skills. I'm about to show you guys. Let me pull this little screen up real quick. Here we go. Let's do it real quick. Let them know we're live. I'll show you guys in the chat right there. There you go. There we go. Let's put live real quick so people come in. Hey, Nothing But Skills Gaming on Instagram. If you guys got Instagram, head over there, follow, drop a follow. You might see your name on the story. Let's go, Nothing But Skills. Pop this. There we go. There we go. Oh, we got a minute. We got a minute. Swipe up real quick. Let's do that. Hold on. I'm just trying to get this thing to work. All right. We got it. We got it. Call of Duty 3 on 360. Call of Duty 4, the best. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3. I think it was World at War for me. This is going to be the new... This is the new Modern Warfare, the V. The brand new one. Black Ops 2. Hey, what's going on, Sharon? All right, we're good. We're good. My bad. Was getting everything set up, so we should be good. Oh, we got 41 seconds. You hype? Hey, so when the trailer's going on, I'm not gonna talk. I want you guys to enjoy it. We'll talk once they finish. Once they show like a little bit of gameplay. 30 seconds. Hype. Oh, here we go. Yeah, yo, I got my Yeti, bro. Got my Yeti. Hydrating. Yo, KDR, welcome, man. I played since Modern Warfare 4. Guys, come on. Nah, Pones. Oh, this is the better channel. Oh, here we go. Oh, they're sponsored by Activision. Oh, that looks nice.
Recon out. Contact. approach. Multiple targets sighted. Raining fire.
Yo, these kill streaks are crazy. Yo, that looks hyped right there. Ooh.
Pre-order and get early access to the open beta.
September, what was that? September 12th?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer
Yo.
gameplay premiere. I will be your host, Clint Maven Evans, and joining me
Hey,
for
what
this
did y'all think of that?
spectacular day, Benson Bo Buddy. That trailer. Wow.
There was so much action in that trailer.
What did y'all think of that?
This is the first time I've actually got to watch the whole thing.
That's crazy.
That is awesome, and I'm not sure if you caught it right at the very end. The card, open beta as well. I'm so excited. We've obviously played it a little bit, but now we get to actually jump in and play so much. I'm excited.
Yeah, no, our lives are going to cease to exist.
Yeah, they're gonna show more gameplay in a little bit.
During that beta for sure, and then also one of the things to hit, like the beta is coming, and there's been talk of crossplay coming into this, but that's actually going to be available for the beta, Ben.
I can't wait for that. You're going to have console to console, console to PC, everything right at your fingertips for open beta. I could have
Console to console, console to PC. That's gonna be cool.
Now, Ben and I are going to be breaking down a lot of the action today, but we're going to have a lot of people in here with us going through it all. And to kind of start it off, we've got some of the members from the Infinity Ward team. We've got Jeffrey Smith. We've got Joe Seacott. Gentlemen, how you doing?
We're doing great.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Coming on.
I'm excited. Thank you so much. This is gonna be awesome. So
I want to see the gameplay. They're gonna show some good game. I think the gameplay starts in like 25 minutes.
Modern Warfare. So obviously this was a tough task, right? You're going with one of the most famous FPS games.
Yeah, it's crossplay, JT.
Video games.
100%. It's gonna be PC, Xbox, PlayStation 4.
Yeah, it was
From what I heard.
a big thing to get over your head. So, just as single player.
Sharon, you can't shoot nothing though.
We took it as kind of this mental exercise of thinking of it as taking a
My
walk
wife will leave me for sure.
and kind of stripping stuff down and really questioning everything. We really had this phrase called fresh but familiar. How much stuff do you take from past previous games, and how much stuff do you make all new, right? And if you go with the old stuff, it's just gonna feel like.
Yo, he's watching the game too.
Maybe. But if you just make new stuff, you're not gonna have that DNA.
Very toxic if crossplay.
I will say the Modern Warfare name to many Call of Duty fans, I mean, that's a historic one, right? Is there any pressure internally when you decided that this was going to be the name of the game where you're like, that's a lot to live up for?
Yeah, there was a lot of anxiety early on.
Little pressure.
Small amount, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we've done it.
You've done it. Played
What do you guys think? What do you guys think so far?
Yeah.
It's
Shots fired.
One of the big things you can note as well from the trailer, boots on the ground.
You don't have to play against PC players. Like that's gonna be an option. Just like Fortnite. You know how.
But we also wanted it to be fun, right? Our game's still really fluid. You can still slide and shoot. Our mantle is.
His name is Achilles, bro.
The game just feels really good.
This is Achilles.
We're really happy with how it turned out.
Love that.
And this is, you mentioned, not being a remaster. This is a reimagined experience.
Yes.
Jeff, can you kind of talk to me about what that entails, reimagining this for a new generation of gamers?
Well, it's like I said, you're taking old stuff, you're taking new stuff, and you could maybe say this is like a love letter to Modern Warfare.
I can't wait to see the gameplay though.
From all the different
So they're gonna have the gameplay in what, about 25 minutes, like 24
From
minutes?
systems to map stuff to
So we get to see actual multiplayer.
Really try to cover
Oh, you
all
see the
the
dog? Yeah, this is Achilles, guys.
How difficult of a balancing act, I guess, is that? Pleasing fans that maybe grew up with this. It was their childhood favorite
Yeah,
game, in which they put
their little
thousands of
logo.
hours in. And then the new generation, which maybe isn't as familiar with the title and trying to appeal to the new gamers. It's gotta be tough, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was a kind of a line we had to toe as we were making this. Is it infinite sprint?
Yo, I need one of those shirts, though.
Cooldown sprint?
I need one of those
How
shirts.
far does the slide?
You probably have a million little
There's
conversations
just
like that.
So many little things, and how do you kind of know where you're gonna go? So.
Yeah. One of the keys for me is the map design, right? That's something that you kind of touched on a little bit there.
Gonna stop playing Division 2. I'm impressed already.
Good job of
Yo, wait till we see this gameplay. I can't wait to see the multiplayer.
You still have those long-range fights. How hard has that been? Just getting the maps.
I think it's gonna be like 6v6.
Jeff handle that
We'll
one.
see in it though.
He's the map guy.
Well,
Oh, the
sure,
music?
I think, we always make maps that we try to support every playstyle. We have all these guns, and we want to make sure that there's a place for snipers, there's a place for close quarters.
Let me know if that's good.
But in recent games, the titles have been more kind of arena shooter-ish, so you can kind of rely on these kind of symmetrical 3-lane maps. But when we're trying to make a realistic environment, and you take that realistic environment and you put it on this kind of symmetrical layout, the brain just kind of rejects it and doesn't really feel real. So for us, it's more about freestanding buildings, kind of, and the power positions that those create. And this actually kind of is very similar to how real military moves through places. They take a key location, and it's usually on a crossroad, and it
These
has
maps.
sight lines that gives them an advantage. So that's how we kind of, it's kind of the backbone to all these maps, and it's really the way TDM actually would work well, because there's no really objective. But once
These
that
maps
guy
look
on a
sick.
third story, pops you,
Yep.
you have a goal in life. You want to go get him, and so we've really built a lot of mechanics around those freestanding
Hidden
buildings.
secret TDM right there.
And do you think, I guess, with this kind of the way you've been looking to design these maps, a lot of talk about the variety of gameplay you're trying to bring to this experience of Modern Warfare. Has that allowed you to reach kind of new heights when you just speak to a variety of gunfights, a variety of action within these maps?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you can even look at our maps from a scale standpoint, where we have the gunfight maps, and then we go all the way up to larger player scales. You're going to be playing 20v20 today in one of our battle maps.
Holy hell.
Yeah, and then
fun.
Oh, they're gonna play 20v20?
But we also have new ways to play, right?
Is
We
that what
have,
he
the
just
night
said?
vision gameplay
They're
you
gonna
saw
show
in
a
the trailer.
20v20
And
battle
that's just
map?
a completely different way to engage with Call
Holy.
of Duty, right? Everyone has night vision goggles. They have infrared lasers that they aim with, but anyone else in a night vision goggle set,
I haven't
nods,
seen a
can see that laser.
20v20
Instead of this
game
cat-and-mouse
in
gameplay,
Modern Warfare ever.
We've had a bunch of things in the game.
Wasn't
that really
16
freshen
for?
up
They had a
the Call of Duty
16-16,
experience.
I'm
right?
curious
Once.
just from the developer standpoint, because as fans and viewers, you don't see it as much, and we don't either from like your brains. But when you have a franchise that's been along as long as Call of Duty, and it feels like you've tried so many different things, what's the process like to try and find those new tidbits where you can still surprise people?
It's really interesting at the beginning. I have that feeling at the end of each game where I'm like, okay, we put everything into this. What the hell do we do next?
Yeah,
man.
what do you do next?
But we draw. I mean, this game we had the opportunity to draw from real military and things that they would do, and that is where like the night vision gameplay stuff came from, and the doors and things like that. We have a big, I guess, a suite of functionality for doors and how you interact with them that really changes up the flow. And you think about it, it's just a door.
But I also think that, when you have a franchise that's been around this long, you gotta have so much features and mechanics up in the attic. That was the kind of point of us trying to strip stuff down and really question the stuff that we were putting into it. So every single thing we put into the game, we really looked at, analyzed, tried to make better.
Yeah, Battlefield
try to
had
make a better
32 versus
version of that
32,
stuff,
but
just to kind
Call of
of
Duty's
force
never
us
had
to,
nothing like that.
get away from preconceived notions of what Modern Warfare is or Call of Duty is, and just spark new ideas.
And we had a goal with every change we made. We talked about we wanted to add more depth and replayability to each firefight, and that's kind of how we look at each change that we put into the game.
That makes sense. And obviously, when you have a franchise that's been around for so long, you have fan favorite weapons, I'm sure, and it's maybe some new weapons. And that's the one thing from the trailer and playing. There's a lot of variety, a lot of unique different weapons in the game.
Yeah, we have a bunch of classic guns. We have a bunch of new ones, like standard issue guns that are the military is using now, and that's how we stay relatable, modern, authentic. And we'll dig into it in a little bit with the gunsmith stuff, but we also stripped our weapon systems down completely, how we do recoil, how we do bullet travel through the world, and to add more
Real
depth.
projectiles?
Yeah, we added projectiles to our guns. And we did it in a
That's
way
pretty
that in close
impressive.
quarters it still feels like Call of Duty, feels really tight. But then when we have our big battle maps and you have these long-range engagements, there's this new layer of depth of do I have to lead my target a little bit? What caliber weapon am I using? Is it going to penetrate this surface? And so we feel like we've really elevated.
So it seems like they kind of went with
Well,
they
when
have
it comes to
small
weapons
maps and then they have
one of
big
the
maps.
The key things I think with any Call of Duty title is kind of the progression, right? As you unlock different attachments, whatever it might be. How is this going to work? Because one of the things that's been highlighted a lot has been how it all kind of works together, right? This unified progression. Joe, can you speak to that? Within
Solo,
Modern
no.
Warfare?
It has single player and
we
multiplayer.
Really wanted to.
This is the
saying
multiplayer
that our
reveal, though.
creative director
It's
said,
both.
like, we have people. Continuity and consistency was one, right? We wanted the guns that we were using in the campaign to feel just like they did in multiplayer and in Spec Ops. And then when you're talking about progression, we didn't want people to be like, I'm a Spec Ops player, or I'm a multiplayer MP player, or I'm a campaign player. We wanted you to be a Modern Warfare player. And so when you're playing with your weapons in Spec Ops and you're actually progressing through Gunsmith and unlocking attachments, that correlates or translates right back over into
That's very cool.
multiplayer.
That's awesome.
Very, very cool.
I like that a lot. And it's worth mentioning as well, one thing that we found out yesterday, there's no season pass this year. How is that going to work?
It's going to work great. Everyone's gonna
It's going to be awesome.
I like that.
Well, that's the big thing, right? Everybody.
No season
in
pass?
previous games, you've kind of gotten the map pack here, and he's gotten the other one.
Right,
Everybody
right.
just starts kind of deviating. We
Yeah.
want to keep everybody together. We want that content to be there for everybody, and continue it on through
There we go.
seasons as we go.
And when you say that
love
for
free
everyone,
content.
you mean free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
completely free.
Free content.
Yes.
I like that.
Free.
For
Free.
everyone.
Free for everybody. That is awesome.
No, that is fantastic.
pretty
to hear,
good.
But no, it's been fantastic. You guys aren't off the hook.
I like
quite yet.
that.
It's been great, kind of diving into the high-level philosophies of stuff. But
So all
to
the
kinda
DLC
show
seem
more
to be
of
free,
the
or is that what they're
in-game
going
and How
with?
stuff's going to play out. We want to get into create a class. I'm going to introduce Ashton Williams. She's going to be with
Heard
us.
the
from
co-op's gonna
Infinity
be
Ward as
co-op
well.
too.
Ashton, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm super. I am doing absolutely fantastic today. I'm very excited for a glorious day at Modern Warfare.
I mean, I'm surrounded
They'll
by
probably
streamers
make their
that have
money
dogs on
off
my
of,
right over here.
Hey,
We're
dog.
showing multiplayer.
You've got Courage close to you, though, and he's one of the loudest human beings on the planet, so I'm hoping that you're going to be able to get through. Hey, Jack, what's up, buddy? Who thought it was a good idea to put him up front? I thought he'd be like in the back pocket, like out deep.
We're going to
somewhere.
hear him all through today. But Ashton, I want to get to business. Obviously, the creator class system, the operators. I
Oh,
think
they're
that's
playing
the
on
first thing
PlayStation.
you
You
have
see
to
the
decide,
controller?
right?
Yes, I mean, the operators are purely to make you feel like a badass when you get into the game. So when you first load up, you'll see we've got back to the factions. So we've got the Coalition, respectively, on the west.
Oh,
and
here
the
we
Legions
go.
on the east. And so you can kind of see my default kind of strike
Yo,
team
I want
here.
that Zane
And
outfit.
as you go in
You
and
see him?
actually select your operator, you can get a little. And this, I mean, obviously we have some stuff locked here, but I'm gonna roll. I
Now,
think,
that
with
guy looks like a
Charlie.
badass.
D-Day.
They all look pretty badass. I like Zane personally.
Yeah. So my favorite.
Yeah, I
my
like
two
Zane.
favorites,
Zane's cool.
Zane.
Yes.
Look at Zane.
I mean, look, he's got a tactical.
That's who I
punch.
want right
Is
there.
that what that's called?
That's the, yeah. Before I get yelled at by Joel, it's not a cape.
It's not a cape.
It's not a cape.
Not a cape, tactical punch show. But moving forward from operators, the actual creator class system.
Oh, you see that dude?
This is where things get really, really interesting to me because the first thing to note, pick 10 is no more.
Yeah. Yeah, we wanted to keep it simple, and as Jeff said, we wanted to kind of move our complexity into gunsmith and keep the front, like, if you want to have a tactical, you always have a tactical, you always have a lethal, you're always ready for that.
Yeah, we're just trying to pick where the complexity is,
Yeah.
and so we're not asking too much of the player. And we want them to kind of really dig into the weapon and focus on that. So.
I like this whole
where in the world
gunsmith.
A lot of the
Watch when they
customizable
show it.
options comes is the gunsmith, and
Look at
Ashley's
this.
going to hop in there for us. So this is new, and this is wild, and
This is
awesome.
crazy.
Can you guys kind of talk to me about what is special and very cool about the new gunsmith feature?
Well, I mean, early on, we really kind of decided that, or realized that your weapon is the main character in MP, and it's what you use to interact with our world, and so we kind of just put all our chips in on this system. We had to convince the studio of this crazy endeavor, and we're averaging 30 to 60 attachments per weapon.
Yeah.
The 30 is on the pistols. It's a little harder to scrape guys with some with all these attachments, but you just use the weapon and they unlock. And
And to clarify, for example, if you were to pick the AK-47, right, you can change that. Like, for example, you take the stock away, all of a sudden you have the AK-74
Yo, that's
you.
sick.
So you can do a caliber change, short barrel, and get the AK-74U, and then you can actually do a drum mag, long barrel, muzzle brake, like ACOG, and make more of an RPD. Like you can
That's
really the guns are really flexible.
Well, Ashton, what
Oh,
have
they
you
got the
been building over there?
AK-47 right
what's your
there.
go-to?
M4A1.
I mean, I'm an AK player, or an AR player. I
Yeah.
mean, we do have an AK on here. So I'm just making kind of a newbie class.
Ashton, jump to that pistol that you have on that loadout, and then go into gunsmith and then toggle it so we can rotate it around.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, there it is.
this is the sexy shot.
Yeah.
And one thing as well that I'm not sure if people at home actually caught.
That's
you
actually
have
nice.
perks on the guns as well now.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's kind of we kind of wanted a little get out of jail free card where we didn't have to put a physical attachment on everything, but you'll find a lot of like fire select stuff in there, caliber changes. And
I think the
things that
gameplay
you
starts in
we would-
15
we wanna
minutes.
Make something
15
up,
minutes
right?
is when
Like,
they're going to do
here's
the
this
gameplay.
knob on the side of the gun and it does this. So we wanted to have some things that were functional that weren't represented, but everything else, all the other slots,
Sleight of hand.
every piece is there, and we actually built all of the functionality based on real life, how it would affect the gun.
I feel like I'm going to be like Tony Stark at Destiny. The stuff that it looks like I'm going to be able to do with this, like just endless hours of customizing and finding the best setup, what you really like to use. It's sensational stuff. But I do want to chat then a little bit kind of about tacticals and lethals. So you mentioned when it was going away from the pick 10, one of the core things you wanted here was to make sure you had that lethal and tactical. We'll start off in the lethal side of things. It looks like mostly fan favorites from the overall series.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
the Thermite's
go
a
ahead.
new one. Yeah, the Thermite's a good one because we have vehicles in the play space, right? You saw in the trailer we have that light tank, and like the Thermite's great. It's a fun tool. Throws kind of like a throwing knife.
That looked painful.
And it sticks, but it burns right through vehicles, so it's a great counter to that.
Try to
That's pretty
land one
cool.
on a chopper that flies by.
Yeah.
You said that with a smile, like you've done that.
You can.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh wow! And then moving forward towards
I wanna
tacticals,
see the
know
gameplay.
You have a fan favorite one here. It's what the snapshot grenade. How do you even come up with this idea of a snapshot grenade?
This was a funny story. There's
I think the
actually my
gameplay
son
starts
got
at
a toy. It's like a
1:30,
little
so in
ball,
15
disco
minutes,
ball
less than
with a
15
stick
minutes.
And 2 blades, and it actually will sense the ground and not land, so it just kind of floats there. I actually the next morning ran and kind of snuck in and did a tactical door breaching. We'll talk about it. I threw it into Joel's office, freaked him out, and said, "Hey, let's do this." And so it actually goes in, it flies up, and kind of takes a snapshot of the room.
Okay.
And does thermal imaging.
Yeah.
And this is kind of an evolution of the concussion grenade giving you those hit markers.
Yeah.
So it just gives you that quick read.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And then what do we have as well? Let's talk about the perks. So perks are obviously back in the game. You talked about perks on weapons. This will be more of your standard perks. And double time, one of the new ones, because there's some changes right to the sprint options within Modern Warfare, correct?
Yeah,
So
the
what
gameplay's
double
gonna start
time
at
does,
1:30.
there's
That's
a
what
big
they said.
change. Double time. Early on we were like, do we do unlimited sprint? Do we do sprint with a cooldown? And in the end, we ended up with unlimited sprint. Feels good. It's user friendly. But we still wanted
Where's
that
the
kinda
Eagle Bearer?
tactical boost, that way to get from one piece of cover to another really, really fast. And so we added a thing called tactical sprint.
Okay.
And if you're moving forward and you click the stick twice, your gun actually comes up to signify that you're not engaging in combat. You're just sprinting, and allows you to move really fast for a short amount of time. And then
It's a risk reward, right?
It's actually the oh shit button.
yeah.
gotta go fast.
Gotta
Just
go.
run away. But kind of moving forward from perks, the thing that excites me the most, kill streaks.
Yes.
They have returned
Yes.
for Modern Warfare, and there's a whole different host of them here, and some of them very, very exciting.
I think
The
kill streaks are a
Juggernaut we
good
saw in
thing.
the trailer.
Yes.
That is badass, and I think you guys in rehearsal were telling me that there's like music that plays as well when you're in the Juggernaut suit.
Yeah, so when you get the Juggernaut suit, you hear metal music in
Oh,
your
that's
ears,
just cool.
and it's just like
That's just
it's
cool.
such a fun kill streak. It's just your moment to just be like, "F you, everybody."
Yeah. Well, that's part of why I love that kill streaks were back. Like, when I get on COD, I want to go in, I want to dominate. It's about
Yeah.
me dropping stats, dropping numbers, earning streaks, and this is one that'll be fun.
There's actually a funny thing. This actually plays in 3D space, so
Yeah.
it'll sound like somebody's listening to like music out of headphones.
Yeah.
So you actually
that's
be able
cool.
to hear like the music coming out.
That's so cool. I love that. And then the other
They
one
got some
as well
nice
that
kill
we,
streaks there.
wanted to touch on was we saw it again in the trailer. Is like the tank.
Yeah, the light tank, the IAV. And
The
this
chopper
was another
gunner.
thing we pushed for to get
That's the one
kill
I
streaks
always
into
use.
the play space, and this is a cooperative kill streak. So one player mans the tank and the main cannon, and another player's up on top manning the 50 cal.
Hey, Barbie man.
So you need
And some
your
of our
Hey, thank you
bigger
for watching the
maps, you can-
content.
You can play
These
this.
these
yeah.
are only on some of the maps, and if you have it equipped, then we on a smaller map we'll swap you out with a smaller one we call the Wheelson.
Yeah.
That one's really scary.
I like the big one the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the trailer, that did some serious work.
You like to go big, Ben?
Absolutely, of course, man.
Hey, welcome everybody to
I'm
the
gonna
stream. Make sure you
dominate
guys
on this
hit
game.
like on this stream
I've
before
got
you
a
guys
feeling that
head
is
on
gonna
out.
be so
There will
fun.
be some
All
more
right, so very
gameplay
cool to have Ashton
in
kinda
10
showing us through
minutes.
the actual
I think
setup
that's
of
when
it,
we're
but
gonna go
I'd love
live
to
with the
actually hop into
gameplay.
game if we could.
Oh, no,
And
there's
talk
gameplay
through
now.
Some of the action,
There we
some
go.
of the new features within the actual game. I believe we're going to be hopping into headquarters is what we're going to start. things
here we
off
go.
with.
Returns.
Yes,
You
it
brought
does.
headquarters back.
Yeah.
Well, with all this work in the kind of freestanding buildings, and we'll talk about it in some mechanics. We have all these doors and stuff. Being able to defend a interior space gives us that kind of Black Hawk Down, last man standing. Because with headquarters, of course, the defending team doesn't respawn, so it's down to
Right.
we show you how many are left, and it gets really high tension.
Before we dive too
Oh,
much
here we
into
go.
the new tactics and elements in the game, can we just talk
No,
about
man,
how
I'll
goddamn
adjust it.
beautiful it is? I mean, the big push before this, it's a new engine, right? Can you kind of talk me through what goes into that? Like, what is going to stand out to the new player that gets Modern Warfare?
I mean, we use a new technique called photogrammetry, and
There
what
you
we
go.
do is a lot of the art in our game is actually scanned.
Is that
3D
better?
Scanned from real-world objects. We go like our.
You keep bringing me closer to Tony Stark stuff every time you come up with these things.
It's crazy. The whole process has changed, right? Like artists would sit in a room and they'd art a character, but now we have whole, I guess, wardrobes that people wear, and like people drive along the road and they find like a burnout car and they're like, "We found it. This is awesome. Come here, bring the cameras."
Yeah.
That's so
Seriously,
cool.
yeah, we'll take gear and we'll actually throw it in a pool for a while,
Yeah.
so it gets like worn and beat up, and then we'll scan it so it looks more grounded and
Why don't they let you hear
a
the
lot of that, too,
gunfire
to go
though?
into, we touched on a little bit earlier, like the realistic environments. Was that part of the process as well, or how did you guys get in to make these look so realistic and so awesome?
Yeah, it's actually scanning real-world things. We scanned old burnt-out cars, these little rubble piles, and we kind of have to work that in. And it was actually a big task for the art department to kind of have
bet
this
it was,
new
yeah.
workflow.
Hey, we got all these pictures. You guys are now have to create all of this.
Yeah. So that took a little while for us to kind of get up and kind of used to that system and really get rolling.
Game looks, as maybe said, absolutely beautiful.
Oh, Ashton,
And
come on.
one of the things that I do want to touch
Ashton, your job's on the line here, just FYI.
Way to put pressure
Gameplay looks smooth.
on her here, Maven.
Well, I'm just letting her know she won't have a job anymore.
On the fly modifications, you can, I believe, what is it? When you die, you can actually go to where you're picking your class and modify things, and right there and then.
Yep, you can edit all in game.
It looks like people aren't bullet sponge. Like they actually
it will
drop.
actually swap out next time you die.
Okay.
You can swap out any weapons. Early on, we were kind of unlocking attachments really fast.
Right,
And we
right.
found it really fun to just unlock a new attachment, put it on, and go.
I was going to ask where that came from, kind of that idea, like where that started.
It was just we ramped up the earn rate on attachments, and we just kind of wanted to test it in game, and it just was this kind of cool. Like
I like the
could
leaning
swap,
aspect.
hot swap things out.
Feels
Reminds
like
me
it's just
of
like a
Rainbow
weapon
Six a
playground.
little bit.
Between the gunsmith and the game, like it's nuts.
One thing we didn't mention when we are going through the creative classes is field orders. And I saw Ashton actually got the field orders. Do you want
Field
to talk,
upgrades.
Oh, sorry, field upgrades. Yeah. Do you want to talk a little bit about what they are and how you came to bringing that into the game? Sure. Go.
Yeah, so we like the idea of a reward that players got kind of regularly, but we didn't want it to be like this kind of like I win button. Like, okay, it's super weapon clock. I got this.
Yeah,
so
I win now.
we looked for things that would help players support their team for the most part. It's not true for everything, but we have like the tactical cover.
Okay.
We have the trophy system. And tactical cover you can actually mount on with our new mount mechanic. So you can mount on the top of cover. The side gives you a significant recoil
Looks like
bonus.
Modern Warfare 2 and Battlefield had a
And
baby.
then we actually, at the beginning of the game, we let you have one field upgrade, right? And you start
Okay.
working through them, and you have that field upgrade, you get to use it. And then at the end, we unlocked
Ooh.
a pro functionality for that lets you bring in two. And so in the moment, in the match, you get to choose between these two. And so you
That's
might
awesome.
you might have an offensive field upgrade, like say a scout drone that goes up and actually scouts for your team to scout an objective, or you might have a trophy system. And so in the moment, you're like, I'm in headquarters. Am I defending a point or
That's
assaulting
awesome.
a point? Let me
So
choose.
it
Look at
gives
that
you
right there.
Variation
Yeah.
dependent on what's happening
Yeah,
in the game.
and,
Yo, gameplay looks pretty
tactical
smooth, though. What do you guys
insertion
think?
is returned.
Okay.
And that's also on a cooldown in there.
Auto heal.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different.
I think there's
Funny
auto
trick,
heal
little
in
trick.
certain.
If your
I'm not
buddy-
sure.
This takes teamwork.
I think
if
so.
Your buddy puts out a recon drone.
I think there's
throw
two modes
C4
for
on it.
healing. There's
Stop.
one that
Yeah.
you
can
don't heal
finish
at
the rest
all,
of it.
and then there's one that
That's awesome.
you
Do
auto
it
heal.
together.
No, that sounds epic. And I'm
We
gonna
have
try
to get
that.
our chemistry.
Oh no! What's going to happen is I'm going to put the C4 on, then you're going to fly it into me. and then-
Probably, and then we're both gonna die.
Well, can we talk about
We'll
some of
work on it. We'll work on
some of the maybe new combat mechanics that are going to be within this? There's different stuff you talked about. I
Hey,
kinda
what's
wanna talk
going
about
on,
the doors a
Quentin?
little bit, because I remember the first time when I was first hearing about it, because I hit up. I think I was talking to somebody at Infinity Ward. I'm like, "Can you tell me like some of the new stuff for the game?" He just looks at me and goes, "Doors." And I was like, "What? He's just like doors."
Look,
So
she
I'm like,
doesn't
"Oh,
use
all
a
right."
stim, so
But
it looks
there
like
is a
she
very
auto.
new feature. It's very
Ooh.
interesting and provides some kind of wild circumstances within gunfights. Can you talk to me about the changes to doors?
But she
within
didn't
Modern
heal up though. Did you notice that?
we
So
let-
maybe there's no
we
auto
let-
heal.
We put doors in, right, and let players kind of
Maybe there's no
pause
auto
fire
heal in
play,
this
and we're
one.
like, that's kind of cool, but they felt really, really basic.
Which would be
So we started
weird,
to
'cause you
layer
need a
in
medic,
kind of this
right?
Experience these new features. So we have a peek mechanic to let you saw in the
Oh.
trailer, open a door slightly, throw a tactical
She
in,
just
and then
dropped
you can melee
3.
the door, go in and clear them out. And then we did some breaching, and we're like, okay, what if explosives just open doors? So players can either throw C4, clacker the door open.
She's
or they
playing
can
on
poke a
PC with a
grenade.
controller.
And then we had a bunch of players, whining about like it's affecting the flow of the map. Like this isn't how the map was built. And so we actually allow
There's
you
a
to
stim
sprint through
shot
doors.
like
We have this
Battlefield
kind
4
of like suite of
on
functionality
Black Ops
around
4.
doors.
So you can be sneaky.
The stim is a
or
perk.
you can just be loud.
Yeah,
Yes,
well, it's
exactly.
actually funny on this map on SD. One of the bomb sites is in this apartment building around the corner, and you can actually stack guys up on a double door. You can put a sniper pretty far back.
Okay.
And either they can do it or you can throw the nade from across the map, and the concussion will open the doors. You can snipe the guy that's probably going to be camping in the
that's
back,
elite.
and everybody can kind of go in, and it's really fun.
I like that a lot. And,
Yo,
of course,
she's
we
killing it,
saw,
though.
Ashley doing a little bit of weapon mounting as well.
Yeah.
But it's really kind of more specific. It isn't necessarily just like leaning.
Yeah, we didn't want the kind of like head glitchy kind of scenarios you get from like a lean anywhere mechanic, right? We didn't want those sliver
She just
shots.
instant healed.
And so, but we really like the idea of bracing your weapon on surfaces. And when we talk to soldiers, that's what they do. You're carrying a big heavy gun. You want to stabilize that gun, or
Sure.
Getting tired.
yeah, those guns are actually they're pretty heavy.
So, no, there's a perfect
There you
example.
Yeah, thank you.
Well,
Ashton.
Ashton, you're on point. Thank
Ashton,
you, Ashton.
You've been on point. You're going to get to keep your job. You've been good enough that
I hope so.
I've been impressed with what you've been able to do, but thank you so much for walking us through the creative class, showing us some of the combat mechanics that are in the game. Thank you for coming out. Thank you so much, Ashton. We appreciate you coming through.
One more thing we should also point out that is for development for the past 2 years, we've always had this outline around squad mates, and it actually was broken in this build. But it's really important for our teammate awareness of spatial awareness of where they are. That didn't make this build, but we'll be putting out some 4K.
Yeah, I like it so
footage
far.
of gameplay
What do you guys
after.
think about
It'll
it?
be in there,
Longer
but also
time
be
to
in the
self-heal?
beta, So,
Like that a lot.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you guys. I
slower,
appreciate you
right?
coming in, kind of talking high level about some of the great mechanics within Modern Warfare. Anything you want to say, maybe to your coworkers, fans, before you head out?
Yeah, we would like to say that we're lucky enough to be the ones up here kind of presenting this game, but there's a whole studio of people that really put their heart and soul into this game, and it really means a lot to us. So thanks for checking it out, and hopefully everybody has a good time.
Honestly, thank you for joining us as well. The game we played, it's fantastic. Looks brilliant as well. You've done a really good job. Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, Joe, Jeff, thanks a lot. But guys, before we get further into the show, we have a lot more to show you. Upcoming, we are going to show you the Dark Edition coming for Modern Warfare. Let's take a look.
Oh, here we go. Hey, what's going on, Hard Kicks? Long time, bro.
Joe, you're my favorite person.
Yo, who's buying that? October 25th. A beta, September 12th. First on PlayStation 4.
Look back! How awesome do we look?
I'm gonna be honest.
Ben, how awesome do we look?
These are actual night vision goggles, and I need everyone at home to realize
When I was a kid,
these are the real thing. These work.
I wanted
Who's getting those?
4 years of my life.
Who's
to have
buying
night
that?
Vision goggles, and now,
Are amazing.
thank you so much to Joel Emsley, who
All
has
your
joined
dreams
us.
can come true now.
I have wanted these since a child, and you have made this a reality. I am
Yo.
so.
You never have to be
excited.
afraid of the dark unless your enemies have these.
I just, Joel, I need you to realize I'm taking this home with me. I
Okay.
need you to-
Or-
is that okay with you?
We'll be all right.
I don't care if it is okay with you. I'm putting one of
Yo, I bet the
They
price tag
look
on that
great on you guys.
costs
It's
a
great
lot, though.
accessory.
Does that look badass?
Puts the entire ensemble together.
How did
You look tactical.
You don't
faster.
typically see somebody in a button down in night vision. Now you have.
You have to dress it up a little bit, dude.
Well, you talk to me a little bit about your role at Infinity War with the upcoming Modern Warfare.
Yeah, I'm the studio art director, and long ago when we did Modern Warfare 2, we did night vision goggles. and,
Depends on the
it was
price.
it was a
I bet
project
you it's expensive.
Almost 10 years ago. So when we went back to reimagine Modern Warfare, we knew that night vision was going to play a big role, and we decided to go after this again and see what we could do now. 10 years later, you can the tech is just crazy. These things are incredibly functional. We designed them to be our own part of our own universe. The labels on here are from a manufacturer that exists in the Modern Warfare universe. It's like a XRK. It's a weapons manufacturer that does optics and stuff, and gunsmiths. So it all ties together.
Yo,
We
stream
put it
Call
in
of
the
Duty
game,
wearing
you
those?
See them wearing. Captain Price is actually wearing these. They're all over the place, and then we took them into the real world and made them work.
Because obviously the night versions of the maps, that's where these actually come into play, and that's what you're seeing here. I'm just so impressed that you actually managed to make these? How did that process even begin?
What?
How do you even say, all right, we're gonna make night vision goggles? Yep, that's what we're gonna do. How does it start?
It was fun. I mean, you start with an idea, and you.
It's got to be at least
Nick Leasis is the
$250.
Designer at Infinity Ward came up with a design, modeled them out, handed them off to that was the design phase for the physical. And then we actually handed off to Jeremy Thurman, one of our artists, and he actually took that version.
I'm not paying
of the game. So it
$400
went
for
two
something
ways,
that's going to
went
sit
into
on the
universe
shelf.
of the game, and it went out into the real world. So
Because we should say that the Dark Edition, you get
So that
you actually get
just talk about what's in there.
we were doing rehearsals yesterday, and like
Yeah.
we're in it, and like we're going through the script, and I'm like, we're talking a lot about these night vision goggles. I'm like, these are so cool, but like, what is this coming to play?
Yeah,
with
those
the
are
Dark
night vision
Edition? They're like,
goggles.
oh, you get them? I was like, what?
Yeah, it's basically almost a collector's edition.
Look at this! Like, this has got to be
great stuff.
This has got to be the coolest
Wear those as you
edition
play
of a game ever. It
in the
comes with
closet.
Night vision goggles.
And I want to point out that
there's a history.
You say
I
300,
was about to say
350,
the
400?
operators, if I'm not mistaken, the all gillied up pack and even all of them, that's some old school operators right there.
We went back in the archives. The original ghillie suit was made by Emilio Cuesta. And I phoned him
I
up
wonder
and
how
said,
much it's going to cost.
Do you have the ghillie suit that you made for Call of Duty 4? And he says, yeah, I got it. And I'm like, can you send it to
Oh,
us?
that is so cool.
Let's put that in the game. And then the Crew Expendable, all gillied up, and Warpig are actually.
I do want
all
that
pulled
ghillie
from
up
Call of
pack.
Duty 4. All
I like the
original
ghillie
props,
suit.
We went into the warehouses and got that stuff
Looks
going.
cool.
So it's pretty cool to bring them into this game.
That is absolutely
Yeah, no, I think pretty cool is putting it lightly. This is one of the more awesome.
A
things I've
mystery
seen
box
in
costs
non-gaming.
like
This is coming with
$250
me.
in
I'm gonna
Black
wear
Ops
it
4.
Now you
everywhere.
can hunt varmints in your
Imagine,
backyard.
I'm just gonna walk up to like a McDonald's drive-through with this on my head. Like, I'll take 2 double cheeseburgers.
Yeah, and for safety, they fit on tactical helmets and all that good stuff. So they're pretty versatile and they work great. They have a short range and a long range setting.
That's incredible.
Automatically, we'll switch to night vision. It'll pick up light, all that good stuff.
Well, and you saw at the bottom of your screen for just a moment there, but you can pre-order now at CallOfDuty.com. So if you want to get the Dark Edition,
Oh, you can
wanna
pre-order.
have night vision
Here goes.
goggles
What's
and
the price?
Be as cool as Ben and I just were. You can do it.
I can't wait.
CallOfDuty.com.
Stealing these or permanently borrowing.
How much are they, though?
That's good.
I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, I think you can get away with it. If you run fast after this, those guys won't care.
I'm looking it
I'm not
up.
very fast. I am not very fast. But this is awesome. This is very cool to see in the Dark Edition. Obviously amazing. Thank you so much for the insight on what went into kind of bringing these into the game and into the Dark
Let's check
Edition.
this out.
But thank you, Joel, for
Right on.
joining
Thanks
us.
for having
Very,
me.
very cool. Thank you for designing these. And I do, as we say farewell to Joe, I kind of want to recap what we've been discussing. In case you're just joining us, let's go through sort of a quick rundown of everything we've just seen and discussed so far. So if you didn't see the trailer, you got to check it out immediately on YouTube. Also, for the multiplayer open beta, that is coming later this year, this fall. It's going to have crossplay. It's going to be incredible. Ben, we're going to spend a lot of time in the open beta.
I can't wait.
Oh, it doesn't let you
Crossplay
pre-order
for
that
the
one,
open
though.
beta, that is
I
gonna be
tried to
fantastic.
look.
We also talked a little bit about Gunsmith, all kinds of customizable weapons, as well as a ton of new maps.
And there's going to be an ongoing stream of free updates, so no more DLC. Free
No,
content
they don't have that one
following
yet.
the launch
I
this
tried looking.
fall, which I think everybody is very pleased about. That's awesome.
It's
to see out of
$216 in
Infinity
the
Ward,
store,
next upcoming title
$200.
for Call of Duty, and then the Dark Edition, which we just showed you.
Oh, that's not that
It comes with a set
bad.
of night vision goggles, which we have in front of us. Look at these puppies. Pre-orders are live. You can get hooked up at
It's 200?
CallOfDuty.com. But
Not bad.
we're moments away from the gameplay. So what this is all about, obviously, we wanted to have some time with the developers talking about the game and everything we're excited about and kind of where their thought process was.
You can
behind
pre-order.
the
I was
development-
looking at the store
development
right
of
now.
this, but we have, 36 streamers here from across the world
Yes.
that they're going to be throwing down on Modern Warfare.
Yes, our close friends who I personally can't wait to roast. But I mean, it's going to be insane. We talked a little bit about crossplay, obviously, and we'll see that. We'll see that as well. A couple of guys playing on PC, a couple of guys playing on console.
But first up, how we're going to show it off is going to be 6v6 gameplay. So we're going to see 4 new maps in a variety of modes, along with a special night version of one of those maps. Later, we're going to ramp things up with a couple of rounds of 10 versus 10, and the ramping up ain't stopping. How do you feel
6v6,
about
10v10,
20
20v20.
It is going down. We'll get into a couple rounds of serious team deathmatch on the large scale with
2v2.
20v20, and we'll wrap it all up by showing off the gunfight mode with a bit of friendly competition.
216
in a
after
2v2
tax. Oh, that's not
exhibition
that bad.
bracket. So yes, it's friendly. These guys, they
I'm
know
gonna
each
get 'em
other,
for sure.
respect each other, but to wrap up the stream, they're going to be going at it then.
It's going to be spicy. You guys are going to be on.
I'm gonna stream with them on,
the
JT.
Call of Duty channel, where we're going to be cherry picking the most awesome gameplay from all of our 36 streams. You're going to see the best of all the action right here. Trust me.
That's
this is the place to
crazy.
be.
It absolutely is. But before we get into that gameplay, the final bit of business I do want to get to is on a more serious note. The gameplay is incredibly important, but we would like to introduce you to a vital and inspiring charity that's helped veterans secure a high-quality job after their military service, and that is the Call of Duty Endowment. We're finding a high-paying, fulfilling job once they leave the service. It's a huge challenge for vets and their families. The Call of Duty Endowment has funded the placement. Ben, it's been more than 60,000 veterans since it was funded in 2009.
Yeah, it's a lot. And their current goal is getting 100,000 veterans back to work by 2024, and it can only happen if the Call of Duty community helps as well.
And every dollar you donate to the Call of Duty Endowment goes towards helping vets in both the U.S. and the U.K., Ben.
Yep, that's also very, very important. And now you have to love it. This dollar, every single dollar, 100% of your donations goes directly to endowment grantees. Everything directly to them.
And this is a tangible way to say thank you to our servicemen and women for their service. You can find more ways to help out at callofdutyendowment.org/help and follow them on Instagram at Call of Duty Endowment. But it's a fantastic cause. If you can be involved, please do. Yeah. But this is how the Call of Duty Endowment works, by getting our vets to work. Let's take a closer look at this amazing organization and their mission.
Program. I never heard of that. Yeah, I saw him too. There's a bunch of them, I think. Oh, there's a trailer right here. Is this a new one?
Going dark.
Oh no, that was Captain Price. Did you hear? Why is there a bolt action reload at the start after the death on the full auto rifle? I don't know, Joe. I like how you could turn the gun sideways. That's cool.
Target locked. Rifle 1-1 on approach. Multiple target sighted. Raining fire.
Hey, Sean, what's going on, man? Yeah, it's cool. It's cool hanging out with you guys, watching it. I can't wait to see the gameplay though. They need to hurry up. right, let's get this gameplay already. Is this Division 3?
Get early access to the open beta.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the official launch of Call of Duty Modern Warfare. We're showing off multiplayer for the first time, and Ben, so far it has been wondrous.
Oh, it's been great. It's been great. Obviously, speaking to the developers is massive. Gives us some insight, maybe some extra tips and tricks that hopefully some of our streamers
See
are
what
taking
this is.
note of, because we're going to be critiquing their gameplay from now on.
Yeah, so this is where we get into the big chunk of the show. This is where we're going to have all these streamers out here playing the game. We're going to hop to various
I want the
modes,
pilot
and to join
A10,
us to
yeah.
kind of break down the action, talk through the gameplay. We've got Joey Merc DeLuca and Anthony Nameless Wheeler. How you guys doing?
Hey, thank you, man. Glad you enjoyed the content.
Amazing. I mean, we're here at the
That was a
multiplayer
nuke spoiler.
reveals. New Call of Duty. It's the most exciting part of the year for me. I love it.
This is, yeah, I'm with Ben. Like, it's cool to, as much as I'm excited to see the players play, it's really cool to hear from the developers kind of.
Hopefully controller on
hard,
PC
man.
has
When
aim
we're talking with
assist.
them, it's like you've been making these games for so many years, like finding the new things, the way to change things up, the new maps, the new guns. It was really cool to hear the insight from Joe and Jeff. But I got to feel for you guys. You got a little bit of hands-on with the game, but are you guys pumped to kind of see these guys give it a shot?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of great players here. I can't wait to see how all the gun plays out, right? There's just so many new features that we're going to see here today, and I just can't wait to see it live in action. It's going to be a ton of fun.
So I'm mostly excited to see the fails. I'm going to be.
Hey, Gazi, what's going on, man?
We love a good fail every now and then.
Yeah,
Maven's mishaps, right? That's what they called it.
I have a lot of those because am I the worst player on this desk?
Probably. Maybe Ben.
What? Disrespect me like
I had to
that.
throw you under the bus.
But now we're going to see a wide array of maps. We're going to see a lot of different modes throughout the course of this. And basically, it's 36 streamers, and we'll kind of be hopping from POV to POV. So obviously, we're not going to be able to capture every single moment, but we're going to show off the best of the best. And like we said earlier, it's going to kind of end in that bracket play, which should be interesting.
I think we all have an idea of who the best players here are going to be, and they're the ones that we're probably going to spend the majority of our time watching.
True. Is there anyone that stands out?
Shroud, instantly.
Has to be Shroud.
Yeah.
Right?
He's just so good.
Also,
Oh, they had a lot of people
Courage
there.
here. Want to give Courage some
I
love?
think Teep as well. Obviously, you know, Teep, a former professional Call of Duty player.
Virtual reality?
You know, seeing how he does in the 2 versus 2.
Well, it's not just going to be us. So we're going to be on the desk kind of breaking down the action and talking through things. We've also got a couple folks with us to talk to the players and go through it. First up, it's going to be our pal, Christine Leahy. How you doing?
I'm good, Maven. How are you?
I have a lot of energy, which is a problem sometimes, but I'm doing well.
Energy is never a bad thing. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm really excited to meet you, Kitty Plays. I haven't met you yet. I see you're having a lot of conversations. You're talking a lot with your fans right now on your stream. What are you most excited about that you saw so far?
I think I'm excited for the noob tube to be back. That was one of my favorite guns that I played with in the past.
She said
in, like,
the noob
middle
tube?
and high school, so it's definitely a nice thing to have to get those easy eliminations, and I'm looking forward to using it today.
We were just talking, actually. You play with a lot of celebrities, a lot of traditional sports athletes. Who has been the best player you faced off against in Call of Duty?
In Call of Duty? Oh, I'm not sure. I haven't played a lot of celebrities in Call of Duty yet. It's been in other games, but...
well, we got to get them on it. Who would you want to play in Call of Duty?
I think I would like to play against...
Yeah, they are
Baker
talking a lot.
Mayfield,
I would
'cause
like
know
to
he's
see
a
more
big
gameplay.
COD, Halo, Fortnite fan, so I'd love to play against him in this game.
Got to get him over to Call of Duty. Well, thank you so much. I'm excited to see you play.
I'm excited to play. Thank you.
Maven, back to you.
Thank you so much, Christine. And Joe, you're a Browns fan, right?
I tell you what, I woke up today feeling dangerous. I love that answer, Baker Mayfield. Come on down, because
But they are taking
I would love to
forever.
play some COD with you.
Well, it's probably been fun. You know, you've got decades of failure, and now this
They're taking forever to get to the multiplayer, though, no?
Actually, what's it like to wake up on Sundays? And I don't know.
Not the new two?
You know, to see what all the excitement is about. But yeah, I mean, Baker, if you want to ever get carried in some COD, I'm your guy. I got you.
I'm not your guy, but I'll play with you. I'll be dual carried. But no, it's not only going to be Christine. We also have America's next top fitness model. We've got from the CWL is Douglas Sintzer Martin. How you doing, Doug?
I'm doing well, Quinn. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. But
That's great, man. That's awesome, man.
I feel bad for you because you got Jack down there, don't you?
No, listen, man. I'm with the one and only Courage JD right now. So, Courage, you've never played Call of Duty multiplayer before. You played the 2v2. You've never played this multiplayer yet. I know you're not a competitor, I know you're a streamer full time. You're an entertainer. But this is a big deal. This is the multiplayer reveal. I know you want to put on a show. What are your expectations?
Doug, I have one of the highest earnings in the last Call of Duty game. If you check esportsearnings.com, I am absolutely a competitor, first off. Second, I'm ready to scream and get loud and have more people on Reddit saying, oh, I don't play COD. But guess what? I'm playing since Call of Duty 3, and I'm going to show you the best classes you can have today.
They're taking forever to get to the multiplayer, though. I agree with y'all.
Do you hear that right now?
5 attachments.
I have AR class. I have SMG class. I have a precision rifle, like a marksman type rifle. I have a run and gun AR, and then I have a sniper SMG overkill quick swap class, so that I can be the Pomage I want to be on the inside, but the Scumpy on the outside.
I just have one thing to say. I just literally 2 minutes ago, Jack was just helping out Doc over here with his settings. I don't know what he was doing. Something tells me that Jack has something up his sleeve. Clint, we're going to roll it back to you now.
I want to point out, Clint, before you take that, I actually helped Jack out with all of his classes.
Yeah, he had no idea what he was talking about.
No idea.
Wait, so all that bragging he just did about his classes, you did that?
So he looked at me and was like, what do I use? I was like, don't worry, Jack. We're friends. I got you.
I mean, we got to play a little bit yesterday.
Right,
you know,
right.
we got a couple of secrets and a little tips and
tricks.
He had no idea what he was talking about.
Not as much.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's going to be us 4, and we're going to have Christine and Sensor also helping us out. So thanks, guys. They'll be kind of.
Can we get the gameplay already? That's what I want to know.
Over the course of the day, but it's time to get into it.
There we go. Thank you.
It's going to be the 6v6 gameplay we're going to be hopping into. I'm excited for this because what we went back to 5v5 this year, we're now back to 6v6. I believe we're going to be starting out. It's going to be runner domination. So I'm sure most people are familiar with domination, but just at the basic level, Joe, talk to me about domination.
Yeah, domination, 3 flags, A, B, and C. You get points by capturing those flags. The more flags
domination.
The more points
Here we go.
get.
6v6.
Well, you win the game by having all those flags and getting all of those points. So yeah, I mean, everybody knows domination, but you want to get as many flags as possible.
Well, hopefully shortly here, the guys will be loaded up, and we've got
Finally.
full. We've got a ton of different games going on. I think we're going to be hopping kind of pod to pod to just show off different players throughout the course of this. Jack is just slugging energy drinks right now, hyping himself up. Jack, what are you saying now?
He's just screaming.
Jack just loves you.
Whoever did the seating chart needs to be fired immediately.
He's too close to us right now.
Get him and Legion just tossed in the back. It's got to be tough, too, for him because he's sitting next to Doc, who is just basically better than him in every way. Doc's, what, like 6'8"?
He's also way taller than him.
Lean muscle.
Way taller.
Handsome.
Yeah, Jack's looking like Frodo-esque next to him at the desk. Well, at least they're even sitting down, though, he's got 12 inches on him.
He's incredibly more talented.
I thought
Yeah, I know.
Of Jack.
Oh, you're
okay,
right.
look, Jack's a fantastic player, but let's get to the action, right?
I know they can still have fun and talk and stuff while they're doing the multiplayer. They don't have to like just like show them.
They said was going to be runner. This is a map that we had a brief little bit of games on.
This is the new Division 2 update. It's well different. Got
it seems pretty good, Joe.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Yeah, I mean, there's some doors I know that the devs were talking about that you can interact with.
Is this Minecraft?
With, you know, again, it's not your typical 3-lane map that we're sort of used to these last couple of years. So it's going to be interesting to see the way the players sort of move on the map.
Well, kind of hearing the philosophy.
Oh, here we go.
The developers about those power positions. Would you have, Nameless, would you have one big tip with the game slowing down, with it being power position focused from your heyday?
That guy's using mouse.
Warfare, what would you recommend to a player?
Yeah, I mean, it's just when you get to those power positions, just try to check every single angle, right? Like,
oh, that's Shroud right there.
In a game like this, because those ARs are very powerful. So when you get to those power positions, just try to check every single angle and don't focus in so much on one spot.
I love that we're starting off with Shroud as well, by the way.
That's what I mean, if we can just watch Shroud all day, I'm cool with it. That does not bother me at all. The guy,
yo, he's about to snipe everybody.
Seriously, if I had 3 wishes and everyone says like superpowers, being rich, being famous, I just want to be able to play games like Shroud for 24 hours.
It's just one day.
Just that's one of your wishes?
Yes.
Not even just for 24 hours.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I guess you're right. That's a really dumb wish because I guess I could just do it forever, couldn't I, Joe?
Yeah, you could.
Well, we'll check out the actions. He's, I think, just trying to get through his loadouts, trying to get his sensitivity all squares. The guys were just getting set up here as we were going through stuff with Joe and Jeff from Infinity Ward, but the game just looks so good, man. It was awesome hearing them kind of talk about the engines, everything that's been added to this from a lighting standpoint, from, what was it called?
Yo, the RuneScape mechanics look dope. Hey, thank you for a $1 dono, man.
Photographer me?
We'll go with that.
Okay, I don't think that's right either.
Star shot.
Either way.
Not dollar, but you know.
Taking
Thank you, man. I
taking
appreciate it.
pictures of pretty much everything and putting it into the game. That's absolutely incredible. I'm pretty sure I saw TP as well.
TP's in this lobby.
He's on the other team, so we'll keep our eyes out for a team. But Shroud finally started to heat up. He started off with a sniper rifle.
Yo, the self-healing takes a while, though. You see how long it takes?
Obviously now running the assault rifle.
Yeah, he's got the M4 in hand, and I know you and I were having a lot of fun with this M4.
Yes.
I mean, Call of Duty classic, right? Just such a good assault rifle at any range that you want to use it. And I mean, we were talking about the benchmark, all the different attachments that you can have. Shroud's got a couple on here.
TP just killed Shroud. That's now the highlight of TP's career.
And what's cool is when I saw Shroud enter that building, there was a ledge there, and it gave him the option to mount his weapon. So now you can mount your AR, and it'll reduce that recoil, and you can kind of just lock down one lane with your AR mounted. So it's kind of a new thing they added to COD that we've never really seen before on your main AR that you can do.
I think that's going to stress really good tactical and lethal use. If you've got a solid player set up in a power position like that, it's
he's about to die.
Bananas to deal with.
And of course, let's not forget, at any point you can, hit start, go to your classes, and customize it in the game. So if there's, a certain player in a certain power position you want to try and get rid of, well, you can very quickly, if you wanted to, for example, put a sniper scope on an assault rifle, turn it to single fire, and bang, right there.
That was like the
There's
FAMAS.
just so much customization in this game, and I'm a big AR guy, especially in Modern Warfare games. I love using assault rifles, and to change something like an M4 into a burst gun, I just think it's so amazing and awesome that you have that ability.
Well, I think one of the big things that everyone continues to talk about, there's going to be different power positions, and how do you get those players out of their power positions? And maybe one weapon with one customization doesn't work, but you continue to make those changes. So we'll see how the players continue to work on it. We'll see what adjustments they're making.
Hey, like the time to kill's quick on this game, though.
Skadoodle, he's already earned himself one streak. He has the Juggernaut selected, hasn't earned that yet. I am curious to see if anyone today actually earns that, because I know Joe,
like the TTK on this game is a lot. Like that guy died like in 3 shots.
Jay just destroyed Skadoodle.
Well, and I'm actually excited to see Sky when he pulls out that sniper, right? I mean, he has the nickname American Sniper for a reason. Has the AK right now, but we know when this guy gets a scope in his hands, he's gonna make some plays.
Couple more streaks available as well. So
Skills, can you have a look at my AR damage build on PS4 when you go back to Division?
A couple kills, and again, I do want to reiterate, cross-platform. Even here at the multiplayer reveal, a couple guys are going to be on PC, a couple guys on console.
So we just saw something cool out of Jericho. He just changed his gun to full auto as he was.
How would I look at it, man?
Unfortunately, doesn't get that kill, but
still looks like a narrow
going into
COD game.
Combat and switch into the full auto and try to spray him down.
Well, the game just flipped on its head a little bit. They had a 3 cap there for a moment, which really allowed them to push out a massive lead, but quickly the red team get back in control. But we'll stick with Jericho's POV. I want to see if these streaks start to come into play. But Jericho, obviously, he has been a long-standing community member in Call of Duty since really the dawn of time, Ben.
Oh, yeah. He's been playing for a very
Yo, I like,
long
you see
time.
when you run with the gun up.
Creator as well. It's always good to see him and
well,
see
he
what
did
he
for a
can try and
second.
bring to the table here, but
okay.
Jericho, try to gas you up. Come on, man.
That's an MP7, man, right? You run into those doorways, you see that MP7 sub.
Division 2 is still a good game. Obviously, it needs fixing.
With it was like 10 of us, and I'm mostly an AR guy because I'm slow.
I like Division 2, man.
Flying around smoking me. Is that what it was? The MP7?
Of course, it just needs.
It was the MP5. Okay.
Yeah, I think the MP5 is the weapon I had most fun with. I'll give you guys some tips before the beta starts in September. But yeah, the MP5, another Call of Duty classic.
I'll be using that M4 though. The M4 is definitely.
What was the burst gun that you obliterated me with a couple times?
It was when he was.
I thought I got sniped, man. I just got ripped off the map.
It's a class I told Jack to put on. So when we get to one of Jack's games, I'll kind of talk you through it. But there's a couple of weapons which I've kind of tested out, because naturally, you get your hands on a new Call of Duty for the first time. Like when the open beta comes out, you're gonna try everything, right? Because you want to get the biggest advantage quickly.
The guy was to his right.
There's a couple of guns where I think come open beta. Gonna be pretty powerful.
Yeah, and talking about that MP5 that Joe is using, I remember I made a class after he destroyed me with it, and I just put every single attachment on my gun that would make me move faster, and it just felt amazing on the map being able to move so quick with that submachine gun.
That's a choice as well, but we didn't really touch on it when we were talking about the kind of customization that you can go through. But there's
somewhere
a lot of pros
I heard that they have 2 different sprints, one weapon up and then a full-out sprint where the weapon is to your side. Oh, okay.
You're gonna give something else up. Maybe it's ADS time, maybe it's movement speed.
When I was
looking, pros and cons to everything.
I think it's something. I think he said it in rehearsals yesterday. But I was talking to Jeff that Infinity Ward, he said, you know, he's like a big MMO, like an RPG fan. He likes skill trees,
Behind
all the
him.
stuff that goes into it. So it's kind of what they were thinking of with Gunsmith. You always have that kind of give or take with certain armor pieces that you would use in other games. And yeah, I was going through it, and I was looking at the different stocks and different foregraphs. I'm like, all right, well, if I do this, I have to, okay, so I sprint slower, but I zoom in faster. And if I do this, and I was going through it, I thought, it's awesome. Just the amount of potential there is for variety.
Well, and we're just so used to, like, you know, what does a grip do, right? It reduces recoil, lets you aim in a little bit quicker. But as you say, there's different stocks now that might help you, you know, zoom in a little bit quicker, but it'll slow you down. There's all these different options. It'll just be so.
But why was he spraying with? Did you see he was spraying with the SMG?
How players want to play with each weapon.
Yeah, there was like a stock, and it's like if you want to reduce idle sway, like you're going to be slower, and it just makes a lot of sense. And you know, I enjoyed sort of the aspect of just creating my class and trying to figure out if I want to be faster.
Yeah, I think there's an open beta on September 12th,
am I going to be
right?
in a power position?
Open beta September 12th.
So on this map, that's what I'm going to make.
And again, I think one of the keys, just to kind of reiterate, is you're going to come into those situations in a game, right? You create your class and you think, oh, I wish I'd, you know, could maybe be a little bit quicker. Change it in the game. It's as simple as just hit and start.
You have to be
Field of vision
you
view.
have to be quick with that.
Well, yeah, but either way, you know, if you know what you want to change, it's, you know, relatively simple to do so.
TP's going off right now. Did you guys see that?
So what are his stats?
17-5 from team.
I just can't play with Nameless again. The guy started out 9-0 yesterday. How many times do we hear about it throughout the course of the night?
One thing we talk about
it's because you were attacking me, so I had to. you kept killing me.
I think, Clint, one thing you can sort of, from your own personal experience with TP, he's 17-5. As TP, what is he doing?
I'm a full-time commentator for the Call of Duty World League, but on the side, I am TP's full-time bait.
Right.
And he's a completely selfish player, and he's likely allowing the other 5 members to run in front of him as he picks up the kills. And
I'm going to be honest.
What's funny about that? He spent his entire career.
No, I know.
So when he stopped playing, he's like, you know what? I'm not doing that anymore. I'm gonna have some fun. So he just baits you every day now, and I can't blame him.
Yeah, he was the guy sprinting in first for a decade. He deserves a little time to dominate. But not surprised to see TP doing well, since he is one of the greatest.
I wonder if they're separating the console guys and the
Jack,
PC
why are you
guys.
looking at me and not the screen, dude? You getting smoked?
It is fast, right? The time to kill is really quick.
I think he's hungry. What's the score? 157, 124.
Yeah, it's close. This is a very close
tight one. Tight one early.
This is good.
Have you guys seen any guns like that? Maybe you didn't try out yesterday and we got to play that have blown you away.
This one, MP7, right, I was actually very curious. I think I tried it for like one life and didn't like it, but low recoil, but a submachine gun, you're very quick with it. And speaking of TP, and see, he gets that field upgrade if he wants to use it, but just protect and see. He knows that they're very close from winning this game.
TP just kind of going back to his inner competitive self.
Always.
Oh, look at his face, dude. He is dialed in.
Well,
that's what. So I think for some of these guys, so we had what a lot
There's
of
a
the
guy coming
YouTubers
up
that
those
came in the
stairs.
other day to get content and play the game again. So for some of the streamers, I think it's their first time hands-on. So if you see them earn some streaks, maybe some field upgrades, and not bring them into play yet, I think they're all kind of learning. It's just their first time through. So I'm sure we'll see a lot more. Is now we'll see. I think a cruise missile just got earned, almost smokes another one, but Skadoodle.
One thing we haven't seen yet are the eliminations. Right, the execution style stuff that you can do. We didn't see it earlier on. I'm curious to see if maybe we get that at any point.
It's embarrassing. Somebody's got to do it. Wait, Myth is on a 5 streak. That's just what popped up at the top right.
I think so.
Oh yeah, Myth. He's right in front of me. He is. Look how fast his fingers are moving. This guy's turned.
I've never seen anybody's hands move that quick.
Doug's behind him, just having a great time watching him.
Why is Myth there?
I'm mind blown.
That's
what is
crazy.
It's a shotgun.
Skadoodle shuts him down. Close game.
He's probably a Call of Duty player. You know, they're gamers overall. You know, they play other games.
Soon, but for the most part, it looks as if the blue team should be able to secure the W.
I wonder if he's going to call these streaks in. He's got that cruise missile.
Oh, Myth just called it a cluster strike, so somebody's probably about to get pounded.
There he goes. Didn't actually kill anyone.
Okay, so I take it back. No one was actually hit.
Oh.
What were they talking about? I believe, again,
That snipe shot to the head.
Sitting out with the devs, but some of the kill streaks that are in, right, you have to actually have a line of sight to use them. So it's not like, think of like our current game where you have
so he has tracker, ghost.
You can just
I didn't see his third perk.
Yeah. Some of the kill streaks now, you have to have line of sight on enemy to actually use them.
Huh. Yeah, that was
so I think it's interesting because you need to get to that, like, power position. It's not. You're not.
Is that a shot? He's running a shotgun, right?
You get to like a good angle.
Yeah, basically have like a laser target that you need to just kind of put your laser out and be like, all right, this is where I want to drop my.
All right, team. I think you got a hit marker there.
That's right. It is team. Oh, it is.
It's not. It's like what, a rifle?
All right, Mr. Paul Chow.
I think Shroud also had the same gun, and he missed
did.
his shot. And
Yeah.
Teep said, "You know what? I'm taking you down."
Call of Duty World
It's a
Champion.
close game, man.
It's not like the Tiger Woods right there.
Oh, we are going to be having some fun. That is just one of our mini matches.
Not
that
bad,
are
not bad.
Today, and so far, I think we're all just excited. I mean, for us, I know we just want to get hands-on with it. We have to wait for the open beta coming in September.
I know, right? They didn't have a final kill or best play.
I can't wait.
I noticed.
You made a joke at the very beginning. You're like, yeah, we're probably going to be no life in the beta. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, that is exactly what I'm going to be.
I want to play 20v20.
Is this our squad?
That's
we're
later
going to
on.
see it, I think, right before the 2v2.
I can't wait to watch 20v20.
I mean, that's the most we've ever had, right?
Yeah, Ground War was previously what? It was 18, I think it maxed out at. I mean, now we have 20v20. I mean, that's.
I don't even know what to expect from that.
That's got to be a big map, 20v20.
Oh my lord!
You got like a 7-man crew.
I'm just imagining the kill feed right now. Squads just locking down different lanes.
You get a chopper.
It's a sniper with the short range. Oh, okay.
All right, well,
A lever
we're gonna get
rifle.
More action. We're gonna have more matches to come. I believe we do have Sensor on the floor with an interview. Douglas, take it away, pal.
Hey, thanks, Clint. So, I'm standing here right now with Myth, the legend, the man, the myth, the legend, no pun intended. I'm watching him play this game for the first time. You started off a little bit slow. You started popping off the end.
Yeah.
What are your first initial thoughts on this game?
It's a lot of fun. I think that just like, so the class that I created, I could already see how the dynamics you could create for yourself with choosing different things. And so like my class was very much run and gun. I had the stim as well, so I was able to sort of just heal myself on the go if I got shot, and that
Also,
allowed a lot of just really good aggression.
you have to
And
select the
as
stim.
I got into the swing of it, like later into the game, I was like, okay, I know the rhythm. I'm ready to attack.
Yeah, you were getting more
Time
excited.
time on kill is very bad. You don't like it? It's too fast or too slow?
But no, you started getting the rhythm into it. You started playing really well. You got a world champion on your team, carrying you guys to the win. I just wanted to know, like, I'm jealous, man. I want to be on the floor right now playing this game, and I'm sitting here watching you, so I'm living through you right now. You played well. You guys got the first win. I want to bring it back to the desk, back to Clint.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I think we were watching like Shroud or Teep's POV. I saw Myth pop up at the 5-shooter. I saw him before this. I was like, if you put a lot of time into caught in the pass, he's like, yeah, I'm going to fry. I was like, oh, okay, all right. And,
well, at least he's confident.
Yeah, no, he absolutely was.
I love
but
that.
We've got an interview with Sensor, and then I think our next one, I believe we have Christine Leahy, and she's going to be with TP. Now, Christine, I need you to ask TP right away. I play with him every single day. Can you ask him what it's like to play with someone such as myself? Oh, God.
What it's like to play with you?
Yes.
Well, let me ask him, TP, what is it like to play with Maven? Maven wants me to ask you this question.
Playing with Maven has really fine-tuned me into the player that I am today. Playing with him, it makes my life a lot more difficult. So if you really want to get better at Call of Duty in general, or probably any game, play with that bald man over there.
Oh, that was really sweet. I was expecting some trash talking, but that was really nice. Because we just came from Sensor, who I know has a really sore spot, you know, because of you. You beat him in 2014.
Right.
So
I'll wait till it goes on sale for $39.99.
But you know, I got a lot of chips on the guy, so a lot of championships in COD. So
there's the trash talking I was looking for. It looked like you guys were having a lot of fun with this one. You had an awesome game. Why was that?
Honestly, I just kind of figured out how the domination spawns pretty quickly on that map when I got the UAV. The main map.
I like the intro though.
People were going, and I was just
I like that how they added that.
And in the side and stuff. And then when it came to like my weapon selections, I read through a lot of the attachments to see what kind of play style I wanted to go for. So I think I had the edge there.
I gotta ask you too, you're one of the best Call of Duty players out there. What do you think of the new game?
It's amazing so far. This build feels extremely smooth. I'm having a blast. That first map we played was a lot of fun. And man, that sniper rifle was feeling pretty good there, or the marksman rifle actually. So I'm having a good time.
All right, Maven, back to you.
Thank you so much. More action. So we got one 6v6, and I thought TP was gonna cook my ass. I thought he was gonna roast me to no end.
Oh, he was okay. It was pretty.
He just went off.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're his trainer, right? Like you're the reason he's in the shape that he is, right?
Yeah. That's what if only I could help him in the coaching department. But we're gonna. I'm kidding. It was just a joke. We are gonna continue.
This game needs a mute button.
That was one of our 4 6v6 games. So that was just one. We have a ton more action to come. Are we hopping through various maps? You guys can see some of the different looks. So I think one of the most important things to.
Hey, Starshot, I can send a screenshot in Twitter DM, Starshot, or share play donations.
You have fan favorites from the past.
It's for the great content. Hey, thank you, man.
Coming into the next game, so I think it's really cool to showcase.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the support. Yeah, you can send. Oh, you want me to? You want me to look at your AR build? Is that what you on Twitter? screenshots would probably be the best, or even my Discord.
Part of the team that made like Crash and Backbone.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
All the old,
Modern Warfare 2.
So some of your favorite
High-Rise.
maps.
Some of the favorite maps was that guy up
And
here.
he just came back to the team for
Oh,
this
I like
title.
this map.
Right, yeah, so this
I
is a
always
guy
like
that,
desert
you
maps.
know,
We're in good hands.
He creates some Call of Duty classics.
That makes me even more excited than I already was. But this will be the next map, and we're on with the 6'8" gaming phenom
unit.
Dr. Disrespect.
I'm expecting big things from Doug.
I don't know how he plays with those shades on. I don't understand.
It's impressive.
What do you mean? It's
They're not
like,
real. They're
he's got
CGI.
like some infrared technology. He's talked about it before. Like, come on,
good,
man.
good point.
Like, this
good
it
point.
helps him out.
You're right, Joe. You're right.
Oh, he's behind a couple.
I'm sure my accuracy like that though.
So he's just getting used. He's getting warmed up.
That's true.
Listen,
Take some
you can't be judging people's accuracy, all right?
I definitely can. I was frying everyone yesterday.
Now we're lying up here.
See that lean?
Does it look like Division?
TP's bait.
Yeah, no, I know. That's my permanent job. I'm okay with it. I've accepted it.
Wait, what picture?
Ooh, all right. All right.
Doc on Hutch. The best part is Hutch just sat right in front of his That was just one of those like,
Sorry, Hutch.
That wasn't pretty.
He can't hear you.
Well, to be fair, Hutch did get put in last second. I think he had to fill in for someone, so he got here last minute. Maybe he's just warming up, getting into the flow.
Oh, Jack's also in this game.
So Jack's got the MP5. So when we go to Jack's point of view, that'll be a lot of fun to see how he plays with that MP5. Because I'm telling you, that thing is nasty.
It's really powerful. I know you two.
You put that stock on there, you can strafe so fast, and it just looks insane from the other player's point of view, and actually be so quick with MP5. It's awesome.
Is Kataga and Jack on the same team? I'm pretty sure they are. That's going to be a pretty powerful team with Doc as well.
Now he has
that
a
team's going to be very strong. Very strong. Again, you talked about it a little bit, man, but the 2v2 exhibition towards the end of the day, I'm very excited to see who comes out on top for that 2v2. It's going to be really.
Well, I saw the bracket for this second. I think I saw a couple of the teams, but if it is where people are sitting together, it'll be interesting. Because I think Shroud and Skadoodle are sat next to each other in a pod.
You got Doc and Jack.
Yeah, so if that's how it works out, I'm not sure if it's randomized or how to play out.
Here's the MP5, right? This is the gun that you guys were talking about.
Oh, he's getting shot in the back by a shotgun. It looked like.
It reminds me all the way back to Call of Duty 4.
So he's running a stim shot.
Kind of the main sub that a lot of people like to use, and that's one of my favorite submachine guns of all time.
Oh.
Yeah, you see those stopping power rounds right there. Like that just comes through with a nice little hip fire for Jack. But it just feels like when I used it, it was good from like short to medium range, right? Like I know a lot of sub players.
I like how you can open closed doors. Have you guys noticed that?
That you can have a nice fight with an assault rifle from medium range, and that MP5 can definitely do it.
So you can change it up, right? Depending on your attachments, you can make it better from range, and you can make it kind of just really good up close. So you have a lot of customization options.
Skills, I'm going to send you a picture. My ear's bleeding.
Also worth mentioning, you talked a little bit about the stopping power ammo. That's, of course, the field upgrade.
Yep.
A couple of choices there. So.
Oh, it's absurd. I think, what was it yesterday? I think
when I watched Disrespect for the first time, I cringed. His humor is weird. It's just sarcasm.
So that'll definitely have an influence on the map. That nade is in your back pocket, pal.
Oh.
Close.
It's okay. He's going to spawn up with 2 missiles in his kill streak, so maybe see him call these in. And the stopping power rounds available now as well.
Yes, it's going to be crossplay, so you can play console and PC from what they're saying.
It's really strong.
Yeah,
the shield's pretty good too. A lot of powerful field upgrades, that's for sure. It's funny seeing players when they
this is what Division should look more like.
Let me just play the game. Let me just focus in. Let me try and get a couple of kills. Almost forget that you have.
You mean graphic? Are you talking about more realistic, like this? Is that what you're asking? It's like Apex with the doors. Please no.
I think just came in.
Not if Sony has anything to say with that. So I don't know. So I want to know when they say console and PC, if it's. I wonder if console and PC, they're just saying like PlayStation and PC, Xbox and PC. Because I know like Sony and Xbox always have an issue. Well, Sony doesn't want nothing to do with like crossplay.
Take a look at Mikolo.
Gataga's 12-3 right now going on.
Honestly, as soon as I saw Gataga was going to be here, I was like, yeah, that's a guy.
Not many deserts in the DC for Division.
Former competitive Call of Duty guy. You just kind of know.
Yeah, but he's always been really good at, like, I don't know, just like finding power positions early on, like putting up big numbers. He was always a flashy player. Like, that's what he was just known for, right? And still is. Like, he's just so flashy. He knows how to put up numbers.
It's something that might just play to his ability, especially with it being kill streaks now.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. You just post up and he can get a ton of kills for you. Not a lot of time. That's when you can expect him to rain down and dominate. Basically, kind of what we saw from TP in game 1 is almost what you'd expect to see from Kataga here.
Someone has a jammer, it looks like.
What were they hit
You see
with
the radar at the top? Oh, you guys can see it.
UAV?
It could be. Yeah, that makes sense. I wasn't sure if it was like a tactical or if they were hit with the counter UAV.
Targeting on PC is easier.
Change perspective there. Yeah, here's Kataga. This is what I want to see. What is he rocking?
He's got the M4.
Okay.
We've seen a lot of M4 today.
That's what a lot of us were using yesterday for the most part.
You know
It
why?
seems like your starter kind of comfort AR.
I was gonna say it's one of those traditional weapons, right? You know what you're gonna get out of there.
Too. It's also very good.
There is that too. That is very true. And of course, you can always go over to the customize things up a little bit. But here is Kataga's perspective. That's his second kill in a row. And what streaks did he put on? It looks like he's gone pretty high here. He's not going low. The radar is going to be the first, but as he progresses through, honestly, you expect, again, just a ton of kills to come through.
And we see he picks up that personal radar, and that's what TP was talking about in that interview, is that he had that on, and he would go on like a 3 or 4 kill streak. He'd call on that personal radar, and that
Oh, I thought you wanted the LED
where things were on the map.
First-person
And hey,
shooter
just one
division.
quick reminder while we're in the middle of this game, because we've been talking a lot about the beta. Just to clarify,
No, I knew you were talking about the graphics.
To get to the open beta. So pre-order now.
As long as there's crossplay on Switch, we're good.
The night vision goggles, all the crazy stuff that comes with that. The skins in game.
Limited, right, as well.
Yes. So, and I believe you can do that at CallOfDuty.com. So get your pre-order.
Division 3 Las Vegas.
The open beta if you want to play against the group here up on the desk. You've got the chance to do that, as well as a lot of these streamers. I'm sure they're going to be putting in time with the beta, but we are in our second map of our 4 6v6s that are going to be played. Then we have the 10v10, the 20v20, the 2v2 gunfight bracket that's going to go down. So a ton of action. I know there's been a public cry to see a lot more of multiplayer. You got, what, a 3-minute trailer of all the action. You get 3 or so hours of gameplay today. So much to show.
20 and 4. Uncontested, man.
The 20 of their 75.
20 and 10. You got 4 assists. He died 10 times.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Jack went 19 and 3.
Yeah, it's actually Courage who was.
All right, Jack.
Yeah.
The Doc had 4 kills. I was expecting more. Expecting more of him.
Wait, Doc had 4.
4 and 8.
Third-person Call of Duty would be fun.
That's all right. His team won, right? W.
Yeah.
That's what the Doc's about, getting W.
It'd be a lot of corner camping, King. Because, people be hiding around corners.
Is probably a team player, right?
Yeah. It's the way you guys not. No, probably not at all.
Probably
playing for the win.
Well, they got the win, so.
Yeah, so what we've seen domination. We've now seen TDM. We'll keep kind of ripping through these, but so far it's been awesome to see some of the gameplay, the different guns these guys are using. I'm hoping as we get further into this, we'll see more of the field upgrades being used. Sorry, the field orders being used.
I want to see like 10v10s instead of a 6v6.
Seeing a lot of these players who we kind of know so much. You watch a lot of these guys' streams. You know their individual play styles and just how the game can really adapt to whatever your play style is. Like, for example, you guys, you're always going to be more aggressive than me and Clip, but the game works both ways.
Yeah, I think that too, and then how they sort of change their weapons as time goes on, right? Right now, people are just trying to put on a show, like Jack's doing with the MP5, like your Kataga is doing with the M4. As you know, we get into an hour or so, they're going to try out the different snipers, try out all these different crazy weapon attachments. It's going to be fun, because later on, that's what they're going to try to do.
Absolutely. Thank you, Joe. But before we do hop into the next 6v6, we've got Christine Leahy on the floor with Miss Vixen.
Yes, I have Miss Vixen here. So I was just standing here watching you play. I think you might be one of the most vocal players out here. Does that help you in your game?
Relieve stress in a way, you just got to be vocal about it, communicate with your team, obviously. So yeah, it helps a lot.
So you told me this game wasn't exactly your best, but the one before was great. Yeah. What do you think of the game so far?
I actually really love it. I like my favorite thing is probably the decoys in there. They brought that in there, so it's easy to distract the enemy. They think that you're in one area and then you just rotate around them. So it helps being more strategic and going around the map. So, but there's a few other perks in there that I'm still trying to tweak and figure out how to use them with certain guns. But so far, I love it.
Okay, so this next one, then you're going to win.
I got this. Search and Destroy, I was awesome. Team Deathmatch was a little bit of a struggle because I didn't know the map, but this next one I'm for sure going to dominate.
I have faith in you. Maven, back over to you.
Thank you so much. All right, so awesome to hear. Now, I know I am very, very vocal, and it is a stress reliever. When I'm playing, I want to scream, I want to get loud, I want to let people know I dominated them, and when I get killed, there's
Let's
an
see more
excuse every
gameplay.
single time that I like better. But no, I like that. You got to have some passion, man.
Every time you die, you ask for a
Can turn
to
on
rewatch
third
it
person
make
to
sure
see
that
around corners.
actually happens.
Can you clip that? Can you clip that? How'd he kill me? Clip it!
It's either that or you blaming Copper, so.
I have a German short-hair pointer that is very high energy.
Yeah, there would be
at
ways to
times,
counter
literally
camping in
lifts-
third
rips
person.
my headphones off and jumps on my back,
Destiny
pulls
2
my
is
controller out of
boring.
my hand. Those are valid excuses,
It's just
Joe.
the same as Destiny 1.
They're chew toys. So
I didn't
free
get into
toys.
Destiny 2 like I was into Destiny 1.
We haven't done a good. I just give him treats.
But a lot of
Guys
people like
buying
Destiny
toys
2, man.
Constantly, it's all I do. Half of my money is spent on dog toys.
It's a well looked after pub. And that's what matters.
That is true.
And that's
That
what
is true. I believe we're just kind of waiting on the other 6v6 because we got a couple pods going down. We mentioned there's 36 streamers here. So
Yes,
one of the games
Sean.
ended, waiting for the other one to wrap up before we get into our next map and mode.
Oh.
We
Wasting
continue-
oxygen.
Before we jump into the next game, I think it was what? Dr. Disrespect, you said we're 4-8, right?
Oh.
Pretty poor performance, and I see Sensors getting ready to.
Yeah,
talk
you're a
to the
single
Doc
player guy though, right,
himself.
Sean? You like a little bit of
Doc, You
multiplayer?
gotta find out what happened to the Doc in that last game.
Yeah, so I'm live right now with the two-time Blockbuster champion, the one and only, the Mr. Dr. Disrespect. He's just taking his time, guys. He deserves it, man. He's a two-time champion. He wants to take his time. Just let him gather his thoughts.
Looks
Honestly,
awesome.
Doc,
I like
sitting
the
here
game so
behind me,
far.
First of all, I have to say, I'm a huge fan. I need to shake your hand, man. I need to shake your hand, man.
Finally, good to see you in person and meet you in person.
Hey, Sean, thank you for the $5 donation.
So
I
was
appreciate it,
watching you,
man.
and I have
Thank
to be
you.
honest, dude.
Appreciate the
I
support,
wasn't too
man.
impressed. I just had to be blunt. Like, I wasn't really seeing many good things for me to talk about right now. What was going through your mind on that last map?
I was closing my eyes. It's something I do. I
Thank you,
challenge
man.
myself
Thank you.
Internally, to see if I can really visualize the game without even having to look at it. Right? I went 2-8. It didn't work. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's gonna change next game. I've got the right grips on the right weapons, and I'm attacking Hamlins. I'm attacking to all these guys that are screaming and yelling across the entire room, and it's making me sick. Got it?
I don't know how he plays with those glasses, though.
We appreciate your time, Doc. Thank you. Back to you, Clint.
That was
It was
intense.
2-8. I thought it was 4-8. I gave him 2 extra
I think it
kills.
was 4.
Either way, it's embarrassing.
Well, I mean, he was
For him.
getting into his zen,
Eyes
right?
closed.
Eyes closed.
Yeah.
He was just getting a feel for what was going on. You can't blame him. I do it sometimes.
Sometimes I challenge
I think this
myself
is
and
all
play it
multiplayer, Zia.
Closing my eyes.
Naturally.
You think he's actually going to turn it around, Joe?
I think so.
Sean, I got you, man.
I hope so. Better in the next game.
I hope so.
I'm not too confident.
How you liking
His eyes
Division
were
2
closed.
before you leave,
Next game will
Sean?
be fine.
You've been a professional player.
Yeah.
You're no longer
He was a little
professional
salty,
player.
man.
Yeah.
But if you could rewind
He-
time to when you were a
He was
professional
doing
player,
bad. He
what
was
bit of
2 and
advice would
8.
you
I saw that too.
disrespect right now?
You know what? Just go with the flow.
Open your eyes would probably be the number one.
Yeah, one, open your eyes. Two, he said he's hearing these guys scream from across the room. Just tune them all out and, play your game.
I'm excited because we're heading over to 6v6 Hackney Yard, Cyber.
Yo, but his
Attack.
following is
This
crazy. Dr.
it's
Disrespect,
a new
his
mojo.
following
We've
is
got a little bit of
huge.
hands-on experience with this one.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mixture of like old school sabotage. There's one bomb with like a search and destroy. You can respawn. It's like
Cyber attack.
It's a lot of fun.
Retrieve the EMP device and plant it near the
Yes,
enemy's
that
data
was something
center.
else that you can do when it comes to cyber attack. This is
This is the first time I think anyone's seen this, right? Like I don't think there's been anything.
Is cyber attack like
I believe
search
this
and
will be the
destroy?
first time. This will be very, very
But
cool.
we
We're just waiting
respawn?
for the people to load up, but it should just be a moment. Again, we were waiting on one of the pods to finish, but it
I
will
want
be cyber
COD
attack.
Ghost
So
2.
This will be the first time you've been able to see this mode. Very, very cool. Probably going to be a fan favorite once we actually, get into the beta, get into the release later this year. But we'll kind of talk you through it and how it works once we get into it. But we're going to see who can step it up. Doc was pitiful. Gataga and Jack were dominant.
Teep was fantastic.
Yep.
I mean,
I'm
Trout
mostly,
was
honestly,
proud.
as much as I'm going to love the 6v6, the 10v10, the 20v20, I am really excited for the gunfight side of this.
I can't wait. I can't wait because I know no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is.
No, but they have the
everyone has
they have a
that
story mode in this
little
one too,
bit of
Zia.
competitor
It's
in
gonna
them.
be
No one
co-op,
likes losing.
solo,
No one
and
likes
multiplayer.
I really want to see some snipers, man. I want to see Stroud pull that sniper back out. I know you got a little bit frustrated in the beginning. I want to see him
Tin,
pull
they
that out
haven't
the next
said
game we
they
watch
haven't
him
said
play
if
and
there's
see
a
what some of these players can do.
battle
We have some
royale.
Great snipers in this room.
We sure do.
One thing they did say, there's going to be
not only do we have
something
our, obviously,
free,
our
so I
main
think all the
podcast here on Call of
DLC's
Duty
free.
channel, but all these guys
So
are
whatever
on the
modes
first
they
stream.
do
He
bring
must
into
have
the
been
game,
cooked in his
but they haven't said if there's going to be a battle royale.
That's probably not generous for him, but I mean, looking around the room, and we've seen a couple of the pods, but there's still so
Yeah, I don't even
many
play
other
games.
great
He plays. I
entertainers,
still
great
watch because he's
streamers, great
entertaining. Yeah, he's pretty
players
funny
that
though.
we have to look at.
You know,
One
I think
player
his
I'm very
sunglasses
excited
probably
about
have
is
like a
actually
yellow
may-
tint on the
may
in,
surprise
so
you.
like
Not
it looks
necessarily sure
light
what gameplay we're gonna
when
get
he
out of,
looks
but,
through them.
I had a chance yesterday to
That's what I'm
mess with some of
thinking.
the settings, so I'm
So maybe
curious
it's
to see
not
what
really that dark.
You messed with his stuff.
No.
Absolutely. That's with all the
you're
settings.
sabotaging him, man.
Yes, absolutely.
Wait, no, you actually did that?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, he's probably fixed it by now,
No,
right?
I don't think he has.
Oh no.
Ben, you're a bully.
No, Legion is one of my favorite personalities in Call of
Exactly.
Duty.
He's so funny.
He's musically gifted too.
Yeah,
Country Greg?
he's an artist, man.
Yeah, no, he's something.
I tried to play, lost my whole clan and friends list.
All right, well, we're into the
Same
next
as
one.
Division 1,
Cyber
not happy
attack.
with RNG.
He's got overkill
Tough
on.
to keep playing
Got
when
the
you see no
shotgun as well.
upgrades for
See what he runs
weeks.
with.
All I see is skill-based
Yeah.
drops, it seems. I've been getting a lot of utility and skill-based drops in Division 2 recently.
Syndicate are in this game.
Oh, they are?
They're on the opposite team, so we'll see how they are.
Okay.
Then to get the zombie master.
But you'll see, there's one bomb on this
You didn't like Black Ops 4 one?
Yep, and both teams have, of course, a plan.
Yeah, gaming glasses? Yeah, I
it's
assume.
an EMP, and you have to get it to the opponent's data center.
And I'm curious if even the players realize exactly what kind of the situation is, because again, you can pick up your teammates. A couple of doors to worry about, but 3v6. The blue team don't spring into life here, but they're all gonna fall.
Yeah, I forget when we played.
Ooh.
You can get.
You
them
see
back
those
up, right?
bullets
You
hit
can
that
finish
wall?
The kills. Like I'm trying to remember. We only played this once.
I think you might be able to. There's like a finishing move. I think so.
But you have to be on top of them.
Well, that's what it is. Yeah.
Well, one of the players dropped it. I didn't see that red symbol because we saw like a medical symbol when we played. That's why I was wondering if we're in a different mode than we thought we are.
This guy's on controller, right?
Oh, you do?
Yeah, he's on
okay,
controller.
okay. Oh, there it is. You're right. Okay. I didn't see it when they first got drops, but
personal
some
radar
nice shots in.
You can tell the
Honestly,
difference
use that round one. You
with
absolutely may as well.
mouse and
You can
keyboard
imagine that's a
and
1v3.
console.
Unfortunately for Greggy.
So he's
He
definitely.
just got trapped in there, right on this map. There's
Oh, so this
that
is
big
like search and
yard house
destroy.
where There's just so many.
I like this mode.
Vertical like windows, different floors, and he just got trapped in that garage.
I mean, there's three up top, there's 3 down low, and the problem is if you saw the door there, if you don't make a play through the door early, you're just going to be trapped in nameless.
It's
you
like
just
the
gotta
new
grab
search
that
and
bomb
destroy.
Get out there and try to get to the other team's data center. They just kind
Yeah,
of
Tin, it's crossplay.
Pick up those kills.
That's what they said at the beginning of the
So you
stream.
can see the other team. They decided to like go outside and use that leverage and go up top, and it worked out wonderfully.
And now you'll see.
Hey,
Zoo,
Zoo. Hey, Sean, thank you, man.
The objective position
Thanks
has
for the
moved, so
donation
we're
too. I
actually on a
appreciate it, man.
different part of the map.
Have a good day.
So
I'm
each
ready.
round,
I'm just
you know,
ready to
gives
play the
you
new
a
Ghost
different
Recon and see what they do with it. Looks.
6v2 already.
Yeah, I want to play the new Ghost Recon too. I haven't played it yet.
Type stuff. 6v1.
I want to
That's
see.
cool that the bomb moves, so like all the action won't just take place in one spot the entire
Yeah,
map.
that's
So,
great.
you know, in that next round, you can, if there's a spot in the map that you prefer, you can go over there
What's
and fight
going on?
there.
It's like, that was easy.
yeah, we're winning around so quickly. Well, that was what a 6v1 within 15 seconds.
Hey, what's going on, Matt
Wait,
Shooter?
is that it?
Yeah, the
Look at that. Did he just hip fire him?
It's the FR 5.56.
so
Guys, let me tell you.
Reminds me of like the Type 95.
That's exactly.
Sounds like it too.
It's so powerful. When open beta comes out, if you can get your hands on that, I guarantee you're gonna have.
Yeah,
a
these guys are
good
using
time.
controllers. You
Especially
could
if you're,
tell.
You know, one of the slower placed AR players. I mean, you stack that baby up.
Just by the the
and
movement.
poof, let me tell you, it's a good time.
Oh, nice shot.
Ooh.
Syndicate.
Oh.
Rips him off a cover. That was nice. A little bit of the lean mechanic there you saw.
Let me find out.
Show the kill cam.
Impressive stuff.
Whoa, in the 2v2, didn't what Syndicate and Legion beat Teep and Courage, right? Yeah. So Legion got it. He's got it.
All right, so enemy has the bomb.
Little marksman rifle action.
Curious to see how this is going to be reacted. 3 versus 4. It is obviously something we haven't touched on because we haven't even seen it yet. Very, very quick plant times as well. When you get over there, it's really, really quick to put that.
I like this. I like
Yeah,
this move.
I think everybody's still getting used to it, right? So just playing around.
Oh, here he is.
So
playing
look at
around
his
kills.
screen. Look at his screen. All the reses available.
Legion's
people down.
going to clutch this 1v5.
Oh, you can res
Selfish
people?
and goes for the clutch with the kills, or does he go for the reses?
Well, the enemy bombs aren't, so there we go. He has to disable it.
Well, now he's screwed.
So you can see he's got the.
Oh.
Almost. I like the idea.
Oh, he got smoked.
He was close though.
But he went for it. He went for it. I thought he was going to get the kill there. Maybe try to go for a res, but I guess it's tough to get those in when you have.
Graphics look like a bit more polished in the last few games.
How long was the res again? I
Yeah.
don't remember, but it was pretty quick, wasn't it?
I seen 4K gameplay, and it actually looks really good.
plant defuse was much quicker than like your normal search and destroy.
Yeah,
Me when every game comes out a month after Christmas, I spent all my money.
Yep, something around there. But 2 to 1.
Wildlands started off great, went down pretty fast, but the final couple of DLCs were pretty good. I liked Wildlands.
Still learning.
Yeah. Oh my God, he sees 2 top
Is this
window
game better than
and
Battlefield
field.
5?
Oh, we'll
This
see
is
it.
the burst gun. This is it, right?
Watch
I'm telling you,
Legion
look at
just
this.
get smoked.
I haven't played it. I like it.
That is mean. That is mean.
I'm just waiting for somebody to go up there, mount their gun, and just pre.
But 10, I don't think you have to play against PC players. So I think there's an option. You know how like usually when there's crossplay, you can choose what you want to do. So if you want to play by yourself with just console players, you can, or you can select crossplay, and it'll put you in with everybody.
Ben, is with those doors, you know, that you were just talking about, you can kind of crack it open, throw something in there, and then close it. So you don't have to fully just open that door, and just adds a different meta to breaking into buildings and trying to take the power.
Yeah, what Taylor just said.
One yesterday, and someone just barged through a door.
And it was me. It was me. He goes, Mabe, you scared the hell out of me. I was like,
the door open. Like, what? Obviously, we don't know which doors are what and where they go.
I'm here.
Yeah. I remember I was looking at Ben yesterday, and I kept opening and closing the door. He would make me
Yeah, I like the TTK. That's one thing I am impressed with.
Juggernaut in the trailer, bro. That was literally me kicking open a door.
A big boy.
Never been known for your subtlety.
No, absolutely never, Ben. Absolutely never. What is it, 2-2 now?
2-2, yeah.
I'm impressed with the TTK. I like that.
Syndicate put his headphones on. I mean, he hit a snipe and then got flanked. It looked like he had 0 awareness.
I mean, he's 7-3 though.
I think his teammate dropped right next to him too.
Probably 7-3.
Okay, all right. I guess I shouldn't criticize him as he's more than double positive.
He's having a good time, but again, close game, and a lot of the perks. It's no surprise to you.
Holy, was that the burst gun? Yep.
Yeah.
Look at this thing. Look at this.
Look at all this
Well, he gets the headshot. I mean, both times you see him smoke somebody, it's been the headshot.
You can see the shotgun. He has a nice grip on there.
See, you got to revive your teammates,
Well,
folks.
it looked like they were both backing up, too. I think 2 players were trying to do so, and then they got caught.
This MP5 comes out. Love that. Now it's what? Pretty tough spot. 3v2. Couple players still alive. Syndicate is one of them.
Is that 2-shot pistol? That thing is naughty.
3v1, 2v1. This is possible. And here we go.
It's a little res action.
Okay, so it's about what?
Oh, so you can res people. I like that.
3.5, but
not
you
bad.
Can res your teammates and give yourself a
see
better
it
chance
changed
of
from a
winning.
3v1 to a 3v2 as the res came through.
So that's different than like
It's
search and
also
destroy
cool when you're
before.
down, you can spectate your teammates and kind of direct them to where you're at. If they get lost.
Oh, except dude, he just smoked both with the burst gun again.
Oh, it's a 1v1.
Oh.
Oh my lord! Who hit that?
Here it is. Let's see it.
Oh,
bang!
Oh.
Through the flesh.
Yo, they get so hyped.
That was nasty.
Was that a sniper or shotgun?
It's a marksman rifle.
I think it might be one of the marksman rifles, yeah.
Okay.
That was good composure in the 1v1.
Yeah, right. We've had some, like, in the past Call of Duties, like those slug rifles, those
The
shotguns.
single shot slugs.
Pretty powerful.
That's what it looked like to me. Like, wow.
I love this. Learning. I think it's Syndicate that's popped up there a couple of times. No one home, though. This is a tough spot, 3v6. 2v6.
Somebody just died by, what was that? It looks like a shovel in the kill feed.
that is, it's probably what, Syndicate? Yeah. Syndicate. I think that's the throwing knife. Him and Legion.
Was that or one of the lethal nades? Yeah, I don't think he's beating people with a shot.
There are a lot of good-looking games coming out in the next 4 months. Yeah.
Let's get this plant down.
Just look at the way he holds the bomb.
But that's the thing. When you do pick up the bomb, remember you lose.
Shaw should have a kill record, no doubt.
You have the bomb,
but bang, like that was.
Yeah, TTK does look good, right?
That's so quick.
I like the time to kill. Better than the other Call of Duties.
As a res does come through, 4v3, but the problem is you're running out of time. You got 20.
You want to hear them a little bit more?
Defuse the EMP, but again, it is a very quick defuse as well.
Yeah, so we'll see. They read some teammates. He's got the
Did Legion just knife him?
There we go.
What did that defuse? Diffuses in.
There's the defuse, but you got to be careful.
Soki. Wow.
Well, it's a 1v2, but if I'm not mistaken, the EMP is still up there.
Yeah, so, I mean, they would have to take it to the other team's data center and plant it, or you have to kill everybody.
Or you just go and revive all your teammates. I like this.
Jackrabbit, what
Yeah,
is
just
my
get the numbers
opinion
to be
on
3v1 after that
Borderlands
res.
3?
Like that a lot.
I still need to
Well, both teams are doing it.
I haven't played it. I saw
This is the
people
coolest
play
round
it.
we've had.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, 'cause it takes time, right?
It's kinda
when you're playing a new
cartoonish
game
for
over the
me,
first
though.
time, you don't
Like,
really fully
I've
understand all the
always
mechanics, and you're
been
like, oh, by the way, guys, you
games
can
like The Division,
revive your
Ghost
teammates.
Recon,
Oh, well, 3
Call
rounds
of
later,
Duty,
sure enough, players reviving
stuff
each
like
other.
that. I've
Now
always liked
acquired,
cartoonish
picked up
games.
3 versus 2.
I would have to play it and then see.
Reverse the map, 4v1.
I'm
No,
probably
it's
gonna
blue
get
team
it,
should close
but
this
I'm
out
not
now.
sure if
This should be 3-3 game.
I'll do content on it. Not just yet.
He said it's all down to Kitty, so we'll see if she can make a couple of plays. She's actually
This holiday gaming is going to be
so
lit.
it's gonna
Yeah,
be another
there's going to be a lot of
where they're gonna
games.
probably have to
This
try
game
to
comes out
defuse this
October
bomb.
25th.
Well, EMP.
Doesn't
5v2
Ghost Recon Breakout come out
No, he set
October
up with the
5th?
burst gun.
October 5th,
They're
right?
not getting through him.
Then
He's
you
been
have Borderlands
frying with
comes
it.
out. What?
Here's a look at Kitty.
I don't know Borderlands
There's a
date. I think
1v5
September,
all of a sudden for a
October.
second
I don't know the exact date for that
I
one.
think she just blew someone up with a
You also
rocket.
have Gears of War.
I think that's what happened.
If you're on
Claymore or
Xbox, that comes
something.
out. There's a lot of games
She's
coming
gone
out soon.
for.
Well, she's on the opposite side of the map.
It's 13 seconds left at this point. There's absolutely nothing you can do. You may as well just
Cypher,
revive your
let me
team
know if
and,
that's better
get
for you.
yourself some points on the scoreboard. Pat stat or stat pad.
Okay.
Makes sense, right? And round over.
It's probably best she didn't run to that burst gun. She would have died for sure.
Well, I mean, you don't want to feed kill
That
streaks
gun
either,
is-
right? You got to think about that too.
Yeah.
Play your life. Smart decisions coming out of
That
Kitty.
position was
3-3.
amazing up top on that rooftop with that burst gun. You can just dominate.
Yeah, it's as I said, it's such.
You
a
can talk
strong
like you did
point.
before. Just had to turn up the
really is.
volume a little,
And you get,
video a little
stop
to
the
hear
power on
that.
there as well.
Okay.
I think my job in this is just going to be running around rezzing people.
I mean, you're pretty good at that.
You'd be good at that job too.
Yeah, I would.
Support player.
I would.
You're back. It's your time to
Division
shine.
1
I
and
think it's
Division
13
2 are
and
my
6 now.
favorites.
He's really good at Call of Duty.
Yeah, Tom's good.
Yeah.
I like the time to kill though. It's definitely pretty good. I bet you this game in 4K looks good.
But naturally, he's the type of guy who can just kind of pick it up and be like, all right, I get how this works. It's Call of Duty.
I just think this is so cool with the crossplay element. Like, it's just been something I've been
They're
wanting
talking
for
about
so
crossplay
long
right
to see
now.
them compete against each other. It's awesome. Oh my lord, that thing is it's insane.
And he has that laser on it.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
that's
hit
Kitty.
fire
That's
fried.
Kitty. She's fine with it. 6v2 as well.
I think
so-
people are dying to it a couple times. I mean, what are you using? I'd like to try that out.
I wouldn't even tell him.
Just lie.
Completely lying.
Like, I'm using a shotgun, okay?
Early 6v1. What's the round count?
3-3.
3-3. Yep.
Oh, I see
all
bottom
tied
left. I
up.
see
And
bottom left, yeah.
I feel sorry for whoever that last player is because you're about to fall. Sure does. 4-3.
I like this mode though.
Trying to get a glance at the leaderboard. Oh, there it is. Syndicate 14-6.
Hey, what's everybody's favorite game mode in Call of Duty when you guys
Next
played?
round if
You like
possible. Love to see
domination,
what's
team
going right for
deathmatch.
him.
I was always a
Having a
search and destroy
match
fan.
game, but yeah, match point.
Headquarters was pretty cool, but
This is what, our third
search
of
and
the 4
destroy was always
6v6s?
Yep.
my game mode.
Seen a host of different game modes. We've had what? Domination. We had a TDM. Now this.
Door animations look dull, but you need to see a player.
Fun games to come.
You player interactions with Door.
Match
Yeah.
point.
There he is.
you go.
There
There's
we
Tom
go.
for you. He's got the MP5. It's my guy. It's my gun.
Oh, behave.
Let's go, Big Tom. He just goes soaring in, shots in, doesn't finish anything.
He
He's
missed it.
frustrated at the fact he doesn't finish the kill. Yeah, he's like, how? Well, Tom, there are 3. Okay, well, he did get hit by our
I mean,
smoke
he was team shot there as well.
Yeah, definitely.
He was team shot, so there's
He's
really
at it.
nothing he can do. He's
Shotgun.
feeling overzealous.
Ooh.
Very ambitious challenges. Legion, he's spectating, waiting for a teammate to revive him.
It looks like we're going to end up going to like a final clenching round here, right?
He's sitting in that corner right there.
4-4.
Team
All
deathmatch.
comes down to this.
Capture the flag.
tension is building.
It's a great game right now.
She's definitely the best
Legion
on her
doesn't
team.
know where he is if you've been watching his face at all.
Kill confirmed.
Still figuring out.
Well,
TDM.
I just want to point out, no. So, because I messed with his settings, I did actually make him the same class I made Jack with a very strong assault rifle, and look what he's reverted to in the final round. This is where Legion is going to fry. I guarantee you, he's going to fry.
Guys, if
We're
you ever
seeing
want to watch
Dom.
me
You see
stream, I
bottom left
usually
just
stream
watching
all the
Kitty,
time
'cause
on
Kitty's
Twitch.
got that-
I'm gonna put a
got
little
that
link
burst
to it.
gun.
She's going to clutch in round 9. Oh, that card is
My Nightbot didn't pop up.
Yeah, earlier in the game, people kept going to that wall, and
He must
they
be
started to
sleeping.
preempt it. So
Hop in
people
the wall.
just-
Yeah, that was not smart.
Yeah.
Nice shots.
It was working
First
early on,
blood.
people didn't realize it. Now they're like, yeah, we can't go there.
Oh, easy reads.
So, 5v5. Legion does pick up a pick. I knew he was going to revert to his
She's making a
try-hard
play
class.
right now. She's trying to flank that guy, though.
Sneaky. Get him, Kitty!
Oh, how's she going to go through the door?
Get him!
Oh, she just went straight through it.
She got tracker on. She can see the footsteps.
Oh, you see tracker? You see the footsteps? That's cool.
Where'd this guy go?
He's running.
You can just pick up the bomb and run.
Running for his life right now.
Oh, there he is.
Oh.
But Legion
switch.
Legion is right there, though, so potential for maybe some trades. Yeah, Legion just hopped straight on the
He's going
revive.
straight for the revive, yeah.
So smart from Legion.
Well, no, I think he got the kill, too. So he did trade the kill and got the revive. But 3 of his teammates dropped right after that.
Uh-oh. 2v5 now.
It's
It's
Kitty
all
and
down
Legion.
to Legion. A 1v5.
To go for
I
a
think
res.
Thorben has like 60 kills in this round. He's popped up with the kill feed so many times.
She had some time to work with.
This is the most pressure Legion's ever
so
felt.
Legion has the bomb, so they can't go and play. So they have to kill him right now. So if he can win maybe a one-on-one and res one of his teammates, he has a chance. But he has to win that.
Oh, he got him.
He thought about it, but he knows the other team know where he is. Legion trapped in a corner, nowhere to hide.
He should have had that.
So what's cool about it is you can force people to challenge you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a little bit different.
10, is it
Some
worth
game modes
buying?
you've had in the
You're talking about?
past.
I don't know,
like
man.
it.
I haven't
No,
picked.
that was fun. That actually, that was a lot of fun.
So far, I like what I
It's
see.
a really fun time. Big,
I'm gonna
big
try
fan
to
of
play
that,
the
how
beta
it
for
play
sure.
out.
Legion
Free for all is
unfortunately
your
let
favorite
the team
game mode?
down, but they had a
Domination,
chance
but
to
those
get the win in the
gonna
final
cap
round.
with kill streaks,
I believe we're going to
no
get kind of
score
straight
streaks.
into an interview.
Champion's
I think
gonna
we've
roll.
got Doug Sitzer Martin down on
Wait
the
for the
floor
cell,
with
maybe?
Kitty. They're off a tough round loss. It was tough to watch, Doug.
Clint, it was tough to watch indeed. Kitty, first of all, how you doing today?
I'm so great. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm excited to be here. I'm a little jealous of you, like I've been saying to everyone I've been interviewing so far. I want to be on these sticks, but honestly, you've been surprising me. You got the gunny. You're the FAMAS. Like, you were one-bursting people left and right. Your team let you down in that final round. What are your thoughts on that last game you just played?
It was really fun. Now that I found a loadout that I'm comfortable with and a sensitivity that I'm comfortable with and getting to know
She's
the
doing
maps
good with the
better, it's
FAMAS.
feeling a lot better.
The FAMAS
and
with the
we're
laser
getting
on
a
it?
little bit of communication out of the team. I think we could use a little bit more because there's some pros on the other team, but I'm having a lot of fun.
These players are getting to the point now where they're understanding the game, they're feeling more comfortable. Now we're going to actually see some of the best Call of Duty gameplay at this reveal. Clint, back to you.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Kitty. I'm sorry you lost that final round, but no, you were fine. We saw that first blood.
If
to
it has a
start
battle
round
royale,
9,
you
and
might buy
Legion
it.
disappointed. But you did a fantastic job. I believe we've got another interview. I think this one's going to be with Syndicate, who just had, what did he drop? 15, 16 kills he dropped?
For the L, though.
Oh, yeah, he was going off. But Christine, you're on the floor with Tom.
Yeah, Syndicate just told me that it was going really well for him until they lost. So he was doing well for a little bit. But hey, I heard that you created quite a stir a couple of months ago. You kind of gave away what was happening today. So now that you've gotten a chance to play the new Call of Duty, what do you think?
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Honestly, it is. I'm sorry to all the studio for filming in the back of a car and you could see Infinity Ward's like windows and everyone was like wizards and put it together like detectives, but the game's amazing. So much, like the feedback when people like saw the first bit of information was, oh, like it looks like it plays so, it doesn't like plays like COD. It does. It does. Everyone's seen it right now in the chat and they're absolutely loving it and I'm absolutely stomping. I did just go 14-8. Double the enemy team's score and still lost. So.
Yeah, so what happened if it was going so well for you?
Well,
Domination,
you
but
could ask my teammates.
who's gonna
I'd like
cap
to ask the
those
person who
kill
went
streaks,
1-7.
Can we go over
Can
here?
we all
Oh,
agree
wow.
that now
That was
every
harsh.
game has a battle royale
He says it
copy
wasn't me.
PUBG?
I
Well, PUBG was
think
original, right?
I was a good enough teammate. I think I
Although
just went like full
time to
COD
play
mode. I
some-
went running around, just went to slay out. It's exactly what I did, but I
What'd you
should have been a
say?
teammate.
Oh, all
clutch
right,
goal,
time to play some
and unfortunately I didn't.
Division
so
2?
I'm sorry about that.
Got 7
better
pair
luck
of
next
cash
time.
keys. Let's
Thank
go.
you.
All right, Cypher, man. You get on that grind, man.
Thanks so much, Tom.
Oh,
nice
wait,
try.
let me watch him.
I mean, we did see him jump over a crate and run into 4.
Actually looks like Call of Duty
But he
worth
said he
playing.
was just in, he was in full COD mode.
I know, I'm actually enjoying it. The gameplay has been impressive. I like it.
He's playing well. I mean, he just tried to
I
make
think
the
he
play.
plays
It didn't work out. I
smooth.
love how he blamed his teammates sat next to Legion. Legion instantly was like, don't look at me.
I feel like
Don't
when
look
you
at me.
shoot
I'm not
people,
to
they
blame
actually
for this
drop on this
situation.
one compared to other Call of
I
Duties.
do want to get ready for this next mode because now it's going to be something very different. So we saw
10v10,
obviously the
I think, is
cyber
the
attack.
next mode.
Now we are going to be getting into the dark mode. Now we've been
Oh,
talking
dark
a lot
mode?
about this. You know, you saw.
Wait, what's dark mode?
Yeah, we saw what
Oh, they're gonna
the
go night
dark edition
vision.
that's going to be coming with the launch of the game. This is the dark mode. We had a chance to play it. I'm going to be honest with you. It's spooky. It's freaky. It's awesome.
It's dark, and a couple of the maps do have. Obviously, you see it here as Zero Cave night.
Oh, I wanna
There's
see
night
this.
versions of these maps, but it changes the way you play.
Completely. Yeah, you absolutely can. And I mean, you have the option to turn on and turn off your night vision goggles, but I'll be honest, like some of us were testing it, you can't see much. You can hardly see anything without your night vision goggles on. And of course, if you aim in with your night vision goggles, your laser pointer is out, so the enemy team can see you. So you have to make the decision. When am I going to zoom in? When am I not? So it's tough. It's a lot of fun, though.
And with the dark mode and the dark maps, there also is, again, the dark edition. You can pre-order that now, and it is limited. It comes with the night vision goggles. It comes with all the camos and skins you guys see. It's truly incredible, and that is available now on CallOfDuty.com. So if you want to go ahead and pre-order it, you can get that done. And yeah, one of the coolest editions we've ever had in the history of Call of Duty. But now we're going to kind of show off why there's been so much research into night vision.
They're so fun.
I can't be the only kid that, like, I don't remember why or when it was, but like I remember growing up, there was a point where I thought night vision goggles were the single coolest thing in the entire world, and I wanted them. And I asked my parents
yesterday. I was mind blown.
And my parents were like, "Those cost thousands and thousands of dollars." I was like, "Oh, that's tough. I'm not getting that." But
now you can.
Oh yeah, no, we already discussed this at length. We're taking those with us.
Absolutely.
We'll play tag tonight, dude, in the dark. Sure about this.
No, we're not going to do that.
Are we too old for tag?
No, you're never too old for tag.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you guys
We're going into
I'm
game.
out, though.
All right, let's get right into it. This is going to be some thrilling stuff. Again, never before seen multiplayer footage and gameplay from all these streamers here in attendance in Los Angeles. Thanks to Infinity Ward for having everybody out. But now let's check one of the night versions of the map. It's about to get spooky.
And they're playing with realism as well. And what that is, that takes away the HUD. And it is just, it's insane. It's a very realistic experience.
It's a very different
this is
type
cool.
of experience.
Here's the sniper.
It's going to take players maybe a little long to get used to. Of course, that team ups for the sniper rifle.
So we didn't use the sniper when we played this. So
when you snipe,
zoom in.
yeah, when you snipe, you can fully ADS as you're used to. Now, if you don't have a sniper rifle, your ADS looks up a little different. Yeah, you tilt your gun with the laser. But every time he aims,
oh, look at that. That's
every
crazy.
time he aims, I need everyone to realize you can see the lasers being aimed. That's your kind of indication. Oh, someone's close.
It almost looks like trailer footage, right?
Yeah.
Like if it wasn't for the names of your teammates, it looks like something out of like a pre-rendered video.
Yeah, it looks really immersive. This looks like a lot of fun. I didn't get a chance to play this yet.
That's nice. I like this snipe.
Having that night vision on and being in this cave too, it just looks a bit scary.
And again, you can take your night vision off, but as kind of Merc teased, probably don't recommend it. It's pretty dark.
There's like some I don't know. There's some flames that'll help you out. There's some lights in the cave, but again, you cannot see much.
Ooh. Well, he finally tries to find an opening, ends up getting flanked. So no kill in for TP.
This is where
he changes classes.
Apparently, the night vision goggles edition exclusive to
Well,
GameStop
MP5,
at
$200.
$200.
So when he zooms in, that laser comes out.
So you can't see it until that, correct?
Correct.
Yep. And that's kind of what you use to guide your aim, if you will. The laser pretty much perfectly shows you where the bullets are.
I'm just imagining playing against like Maven in this, and he's just in a random corner. And
I'm just be laying down somewhere. For
that's
some reason,
basically what you did when we played this.
No,
you
it
laid
scares
down on the
me, man.
grass.
Did you ever see The Descent, like that scary movie in the caves when you were a kid?
No.
This makes me
dude,
think
that movie.
of
For some reason, it makes me think of The Descent, man. I think there's gonna be monsters.
Can you
coming
turn
out
off the laser? That's what I want to know.
Oh yeah, so you were in
55 years.
You were in the womb. Yeah.
I wasn't leaving. That was a long time ago.
Oh, here we go. Keep with a chance to pick up a
Skills,
couple
you should
kills.
hire a play-by-play for your
Realism
live
on, so
streams, bro.
You know, you just gotta have
bullets. One bullet to the head, like it's quick.
Well, once again, it's different too because you don't have like the normal hit markers too.
Exactly.
I was like, I remember when we first played it, I was like, I couldn't.
Is he dead?
Tell. Yes, exactly. But no, the realism of it is wild.
You can just see how like cautious he's playing because it's hard to even like where are my teammates, where are the fights going down. It's so hard, with that realism mode on.
Yeah, teamwork and communication. Gonna have to be on point, but you can see it looks like they've got a
I like this.
personal radar in top left for Shroud.
So this mode doesn't have. Look, let me show you guys
Shots there
something.
as well from Shroud.
Check this out.
Some very, very nice shots, and this was actually the map that we played, the night map. And
So this mode doesn't have a radar.
yeah, dumb out. You actually see that was a perfect moment. Yeah,
Let me show you.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can go
So look at
find that player who's not using the
No,
Look at the
I think
top
Bill was
left.
just using it because he was like outside the cave. Like it's a lot brighter out
You guys,
there.
you guys see that there's no radar, unless they have a radar. I like that. So you get no HUD.
It looked like he was just running around with a shotgun.
That's
Like,
nice.
Kill everybody. There's a quick
It's
glance at the
close game.
So yeah, the top.
scoreboard, very close, 24-23, and that's something. Again,
That's
because you
crazy.
are in
Really was trying to go out of the map like
I like
up,
that.
up the hill.
I could be about this. Could be my
that's
mode
what's
right here.
You know, they talked about sort of the going away from sort of the arena style maps and more to like the realistic maps as they did research
With
for
this
these. And
TTK,
yeah,
I
found
don't think
myself,
you'll be
like,
knifing much.
trying to learn it
Where
as
can I
well.
go?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where can I go? And that's just going to come obviously with putting time into the game, but it's like you're in this little like realistic sandbox and you get to discover everything. It's
the best advice you can really give when people start playing is don't unnecessarily aim, right? Because you do not want the other team to get the information. They'll see your laser sight. You want to try and keep yourself hidden for as long as possible. Otherwise, exactly what happened to Myth there.
I thought he got sniped for a second, but.
Well, he saw like 3 people run across his screen. I think that's why he was frustrated and then just gets popped.
Tough. Real tough. Is now quick lights over towards Skadoodle's perspective.
Did they say how many modes or how many maps this is going to be for? Like I know they said the dark mode is for some maps. Is it every map or just a handful of them?
I think it's a handful.
Yeah, no, I think that makes more sense. I just couldn't remember if they broke that down when we had them up here.
Yeah, we're seeing the action start to take place, you know, outside now. The cave got a little bit too scary for these guys. They didn't know where they were dying from.
Well, it feels like you can get like better power positions and height in some of these buildings versus, yeah, the cave is terrifying.
Yeah, it's just scary.
There's a lot of corners that you have to check as well, which is always tough as well, players making their way back in towards the cave.
Well, I feel like this is going to be, so I've never been like the biggest like hardcore mode player, but obviously there's a giant community for that. Like I feel like this is going to be awesome.
I mean,
for someone that loves like the hardcore side.
Call of Duty 4 is when the hardcore community really just, you know, took off, and you know, it was massive back then. People loved it.
I feel like this has got to be something they'd be into.
Absolutely.
Right?
No, but
you see the Claymore?
Oh, that'd be so.
We gotta get
Oh, here we go. First time we get to see this.
Here we go.
Line it up.
Well, the problem is there's a giant cave.
Oh.
So I'm not sure how effective this is actually going to be.
Found him.
But they're inside, are they not?
I mean, he's not going to know either when he hits him.
Oh, he'll know. Because that red square is going to disappear.
He's like, they're in there.
Well, he's now funneled everyone into the cave.
Well, his teammates are picking up some kills right now. We just saw 2 of the squares drop.
Yeah, he's basically a UAV for his team.
Got to catch them off spawn.
Oh, he can get it.
I don't think he realizes what's in the sky right now.
Oh, still alive.
Oh, there's a guy to the right.
One player outside. Don't want to be there.
He found one.
Oh, there you go.
That person just got obliterated.
Well, actually, a couple players are going to come.
Yo, I like the gun shit.
Up top, yep, up top should be good for at least a couple.
That player just spawned up and saw a rocket flying from the sky, landing at his feet.
Like if it already wasn't frightening enough with the night vision,
That's dope.
now you're getting drilled in the face with missiles from up above.
He's doing this with a shotgun and claymores. Noah is my worst enemy.
Oh.
Nice kill. Unfortunately, shot to the side.
He's smiling. He's having so much fun.
I mean, the score was unbelievably
It's pretty
close
cool, though.
a few moments ago. It's 54,
I like this mode.
46 right now. No,
Oh,
I
why'd
think
they
he did
switch?
just pick up that kill, but over towards Jericho's perspective
Oh,
now. We'll
why'd they
see how
switch?
much look he's going to have.
I mean, we were watching TP. You could see how he was just cautiously checking every corner. Jericho's like, nope, I want a challenge. Sprinting straight through that tunnel. And you can see players are getting more comfortable with the power positions now.
I mean, once you, again, learn the map, you learn the power positions, and especially in a game mode like this, makes things a little different.
Well, I think the good thing is they've played like you know, one map on this before.
Yeah.
I think when we jumped into it,
It was our
this
first time.
First time
Yeah.
on this
Oh, yeah,
map.
yeah.
I was like, I don't know where I am.
I just stopped moving. I was like,
No, I'm Puerto
You
Rican,
became
man.
a snake in the grass.
Yeah,
That's what you did. You
Puerto
just
Rican.
lay outside the cave, and you just kind of waited for people to run out.
This is
You
crazy.
shredded it, You killed everyone.
This is my part of the map. Don't come near me.
It's Maven's domain.
Nice pick
Laser
there from
tag?
Jericho. I think he seized the I think that was a headshot. Nice shot from Jericho.
So it looks like these scopes you can zoom all the way in too.
Yeah, it looks like with the mini reflex, you couldn't aim all the way in, but
Sniper rifle, you definitely can, because that's what we saw
Yep.
straight off the rip. Didn't use it for very long.
No.
It was a death, and he was
Probably
like,
just depends on the scope, yeah.
Let me go to the sub. Very close game, though. I believe it's just down to 4 kills now.
Laser tag.
See this closed out relatively
Gotta go
soon.
fast. Hey, what's going on,
But
Angel?
again, biggest advice when you hop on this in open bed, don't ADS unnecessarily.
nice shots.
Clean shots, actually.
Oh, there's a guy in the window.
Tap. Ooh.
Oh.
Almost found the kill up top.
I'm not a
We
fan
don't
of
know if
that
he
gun,
got it.
though.
I mean, he doesn't know.
Yeah,
so
he doesn't
he's,
know, yeah.
He's just kind of hoping.
Killed that guy.
Oh,
down,
it doesn't.
Which is cool, the
It
realism
doesn't.
part of it, right? It's like
It
I
doesn't
don't
show
know if I
when
can
you
push
kill
this
somebody.
yet.
I like that.
Takes off the night vision goggles.
So that's why you'll see some players be a little bit more cautious, because if they're like shooting through the wall, you won't know.
That's tough. Defeat 75-60.
It was
That's
close
pretty
to
cool.
the point.
Unfortunately for Skadoodle
Watching it now,
and
I'm
Co,
starting to
they're not
think
gonna
that the
win that map.
TTK is a bit too quick.
Faster than I thought it would. Like, I thought
Most
the
of the
gameplay would slow
times,
down quite a bit.
victims
that was the
don't
thing.
even have a
When
chance
we
to
played
react.
it, we played at very, very slow pace. Because
We didn't know the map.
We didn't know the map, right? And
I don't know, I'm liking the TTK.
Played that map now. They play cave once. Now you just kind of put it in night mode.
This
Get
map is
little
like a
more used to the
reflex
swing of
test,
things. I think
fastest,
everyone's
most
feeling a little
accurate
more
wins.
comfortable here at the multiplayer reveal.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. We're starting to see more kill streaks come into play. Some of the field
We had a
orders.
gunship. We just saw a gunship.
I don't know how he got that on there, by the way. He
I
must
have
been
no
going
idea.
off of that shotgun.
I wanted him to be able to shoot
wombo
through the
combo.
cave. I wanted to light up everybody. That unfortunately
Angel, I'm
happened on
liking it.
that
I'm
was
liking the
so he couldn't
gameplay.
really get as much. What do you
I
got, 2 or 3
like
kills
like
with
some
it?
people aren't fans of the TTK.
All right, so nice stuff from Noah Jader.
But
one of the big
I
hitters.
like
You gotta think he's obviously
I like the TTK.
Long
The time to kill
Call
right
of
now, man,
Duty
is
veteran. He's going to be
I
getting
think it's
comfortable with
good.
this game quicker than some of the other streamers we have here, as he's been around the block a couple of times.
Yeah, he's been playing for a
Say hi to
really,
Kevin. Hey,
really
what's
long
going on,
time.
Kevin? How you doing,
Well,
man?
You know, as I said, players getting a lot more comfortable now, maybe.
All right, well, we did get to see the dark mode. We're going to continue with the interviews throughout the course of this after we go in and out of games. This time we've got Sensor on the floor with Orb.
Thank you very much, Clint. I am on the floor right now with Orb. Now, Orb, I just watched the night mode, realism mode for the very first time. Again, I'm very jealous. I'm going to keep on saying that. I want to be playing. But Orb, how did it feel playing in the night mode?
It felt hectic. It felt like there was a lot going on. I'm a little bit, afraid of the dark myself to begin with, so it really wasn't a great thing going into it. But no, really fun, like a new twist to Call of Duty, and kind of adding in kind of that realism factor, and definitely a lot of. There's a tactical change essentially, like how you play. Just because you go into night vision mode, that means like you're essentially your laser is gonna point out so people can see you. So like when do you have it on? When do you take it off?
Yeah, for me, when I was watching you right now, because I haven't played night vision mode since Call of Duty 4 back in the day. This is something completely new. It's going to be a multiplayer as well for all of you guys at home who want to play it. I think it'll be a lot of fun to switch it up. Is this something you could see yourself playing more often?
From time to time. I think, the core Call of Duty is always going to be very key to me, but it's always fun to switch it up, man. Variety is the spice of life. Somebody once said that, and I agree with it.
I agree. We all love Call of Duty. We all love when they add new things. I think this mode could be really fun to watch in the future and to play as well, obviously. Maven, back to you.
Orb, Doug, thank you. But yeah, no, I think you kind of nailed it there. The variety, right? If it's not your cup of tea, great. I mean, it is for somebody. There's so much different stuff you can get into within this title.
I think that's the very start of the show, right? When we're
I think
asking
all
devs,
of those
how do you
are
come
big
up with
Twitch streamers.
Change. Like how do you even change something which has been around so long? It's such a tough thing to do.
The
but,
announcer has been hitting the
night
bench.
mode is, it's a tough
That's
one. It really
very
is.
sensitive.
We got an interview with Orb, and now I believe next up with Christine Leahy, we have Skadoodle. He was my hero for years.
Your hero. They're
Yes.
saying that you are the hero to Maven. Do you know why?
I had a lot of kills on the leaderboard, but I was just trying to.
I don't know. I like
win the
the
game. I didn't
TTK
wanna
is
lose.
good.
I'm a huge competitor.
Hey, Jason,
so
man.
No matter what. Like,
Hey,
even
thanks
if
for
it's a
hanging
little
out, man.
showcase event, I love just having some fun. Running around, and that's what Call of Duty is all about. So.
Skadoodle, I want to ask you the same thing about night mode. You were saying that it's kind of chaotic for you, right?
Yeah, night mode is very chaotic. There's explosions going off everywhere, like communications. No one knows the map.
Yo,
right
that dude
now,
hit the
so,
wall.
You can go inside the cave. You can do like big flanks. Like there's a lot of angles, and it was night mode, so no one knows what's going on. There's night vision. Like there's lasers everywhere. Like it was very chaotic.
You've got a bit of a different strategy, which I really like. You just told me you're just trying to check out a lot of the guns. You want to check them out and see what they're like.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like a first step kind of thing. You got to feel out the guns. You got to make sure you're using the best guns. Like who's using what kind of situation. So yeah, I mean that's a first step kind of thing.
Do you have a favorite so far?
Well, I'm a big fan of the AK. Generally, in most games, the AK packs a punch. So most of the time, I use the AK a lot because generally I have some pretty good aim most of the time. So if I can land a few shots early, I usually clean up the kill. So.
All right, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Guys, back to you.
He's my hero because he's my favorite sniper of all time. That's why he's my hero. And Skadoodle, this is my first chance to tell you publicly.
You don't like the gun lean, Angel?
Okay. That's a lot of love.
A lot of love.
That's amazing, Maven. I'm glad you got to do that.
I'm glad you were able
I wanted
to
to
get
share
that
that
off your chest.
I wanted to share that. But I do think that the night vision goggles are going to be a huge hit with the community, and it's going to be a bit slower, more cautious. I'm curious, like the hardcore side of things, that's where they're really going to want to get into it. Just a reminder, with the night. What is it called? The night version of the game. You can actually get that. You can pre-order that wherever you get your games. So wherever you go to buy your game, wherever you go to pre-order, you can do it there. So it's not just through CallOfDuty.com like I mentioned earlier. You can do it wherever you go to pre-order your games.
You actually get night vision goggles. Legitimate goggles.
And they're amazing. Like I said, I put them on yesterday, and I was like, these are awesome. Can I take them home with me? They're like, not yet, okay.
I mean, here's what comes with the Dark Edition. I mean, not only that, you get the operators as well, the old school operators from back in our day.
I like it, though. I think it's good.
Joel was like showing it to us, and like obviously a room like this, a lot of lights. It's like when you put your hand in front of it, it senses when to go dark.
Yeah,
it's super unreal. Smart. It was so cool.
So you can put them on, for example, in a room like this with the lights, and you can see.
I want to see this 10v10.
Just adjust. Just
reminds you of Rainbow
Six.
Six.
Night vision, and it's amazing.
All right, well, we've seen different modes from the cyber attack to the dark modes of the maps. We've seen 4 versions of the 6v6 now, but upcoming, it's time to ramp it up. It's going to be 10 versus 10 on the highly anticipated headquarters map. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick break.
10v10. Yo, you see his face? Yo, I need some of this music I need this music on my Division videos. Yo, what up, Buggin? Yeah, Angel, that was. Yo, they going at it, bro. Yo, that's not Fortnite. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Are they showing this trailer again?
Going dark.
Yeah, 10v10. Yo, hey, Angel, they have a 20v20. Yo, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water. 2 seconds.
Recon out! Contact!
Rifle 1-1 on approach. Multiple targets sighted. Raining fire.
Yo, we back. Hi, Cypher. Hey, man, thanks for hanging out. Let's see how this 10v10 is. See how this 10v10 is. Shotgun OP.
Pre-order and get early access to the open beta.
September 12th, right? Open beta? Oh, here we go. This should be set up.
Hello and welcome back to the Modern Warfare multiplayer.
This guy's hyped right here.
Premiere. David Benson still holding it down here on the desk, and now it's time to get into the
Boomer.
10 versus 10. We did 6v6. We did 10v10. We've got 20 versus 20. We've got a 2v2 gunfight bracket.
So much to still come. I mean, you think about all the stuff that we've learned so far. We spoke to the developers. They gave us massive insight. We've seen some of your favorite streamers, personalities. Some
Bugging, I'm liking it, man.
players lock it down.
I'm liking it so far. So far, what I see, I
excited.
like it.
As we said, still so
I like the
much Call of Duty
TTK.
action still to come.
Some
And just
people
a
don't
reminder for
like
people
it.
kind of coming in and out of the stream. If you're just joining us, you can pre-order and sign up for the open beta now at CallOfDuty.com. So if you want to play in the beta, if you're loving the action you're seeing here from the 36 streamers in attendance, make sure you sign up because the beta is going to be a wondrous time.
Don't forget the open beta. You're going to have crossplay there as well. Console, PC. We have
So the
crossplay
open
right
beta
here
is like
as
what,
well at
a
the
month
multiplayer
away?
reveal. It's a wonderful time to be alive.
A month away, September
Well, now we
12th.
can start to, I guess,
Not too
focus
bad.
on the 10 versus 10. Which I don't have a lot of experience with like 10v10, 20v20.
True.
It's going to be mayhem, and I'm pumped.
It's pretty new. I mean, traditional ground war, I mean, you guys can attest to this as much as me. You go all the way back, 18 players was the max 9v9. You had an extra player on there, 10v10. It's the 20v20 where things are just going to get ridiculous.
Even 10v10 though, like when you get a kill streak, you can just go crazy and pick up so many kills. And you get to a power spot and you play it correctly, you're going on like a 15 kill streak. It's amazing. It's so much fun. And Orb was just talking about that felt chaotic. Well, this is going to be straight up chaos.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we're playing headquarters on 10v10 as well.
Yes.
So there's going to be that objective that you have to play around.
Who's going to play for the objective though? Like, are you going to be the one player in a 20-man lobby to jump into the headquarters? It's a lot.
But headquarters is always fun, right? Because when you cap it, while you're capping it, if you die, like you have to wait until the enemy team come get you. But that's the time for like those big power plays where they have to come get you. You have to go towards that objective. You get set up in a power position. That's when you're getting those streaks.
So I don't think I've seen this map yet. I'm pretty excited. It's
10v10
gonna have to be,
headquarters?
You know,
Oh.
big map to have 10v10 on
It's
it.
going to be crazy.
I think we played it yesterday.
We did. I didn't. I was to watch you guys play or something.
Oh, you didn't get to play yesterday? Well,
Damn it, I never left. Hey, Cypher.
Oh, absolutely. Hope so. Maybe Doug will get a
Oh,
chance
we
to
got-
play as well.
Yeah, Kill's back here.
Maybe
He's
not.
checking
Maybe
out the
we'll just let you
gameplay.
play instead.
All right,
Doug's been itching. He's been itching.
He said it every single interview. Like,
He's like, hey guys, I'm so jealous. I want you to play. Oh, I'm so jealous.
Well, Doug is like, he's good for what? About one tweet every week with a, I'm coming back next year. Next year is the year I win Call of Duty champs.
Yeah, he told me he's winning a championship this year.
Yeah, he's told me that 50 times.
This could be the time, though.
No, this is it.
This could be the one?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Game's loaded up.
You got to be optimistic. Again, 10v10 gameplay. I'm excited for this. We go back to Raid, a map we've been playing, and we've seen a couple of players
Yo, look at the
have great
back.
success now.
Look at it behind him.
Based off Courage's reaction, it might be their game that we're about to jump into. Because he's being very loud in typical Jack fashion.
Oh, here we go, 10v10.
Yep, there's not disrespect. So if you are just tuning in, you're like, oh yeah, it's the Duck.
I wonder if he's turned it around at all. Because last time we saw him was at the 4 and 8.
He said 2 and 8. I'm pretty sure it was 4 and 8.
But this is the one too where like there is a lot of different buildings. There's a lot of different verticality to it. This is.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yo, what's going on,
Trying
man?
to figure out which door he
MJC
can go
Gaming. Hey,
through,
thank you for
so
the $10
this is gonna
donut.
take
What's
a
going
little
on?
bit of time.
Oh, he did good. I'm liking it, man. If you want like a faster pace
Jack got
TTK,
Doc got Skadoodle.
if you want a faster TTK, this
From
is
the
it.
dynamic duo.
The perfect start right.
I feel like it's different.
Get their chemistry up for the 2v2 exhibition a little bit later on.
Wait,
but
if you die, you gotta be revived by 10. Oh, it froze.
Doc is talking.
Oh, yeah, that's why. I was about to say.
The best start from Doc and both of them. Conspiracy theory.
I thought he got up to talk a little bit of trash. Unfortunately, he's got to connect back to the lobby. Hey, we were impressed with the start, boys.
Shroud and Skadoodle both fall. They pull the plug. Nope, never happened.
Yeah, right. You drop. They just kick a cable out.
I'm liking it though, MJC. It's pretty cool.
Delete the VOD.
They showed 6v6. They showed a dark mode. They showed like different game modes. They're doing 10v10 right now. After this, they have a 20v20, and then after that, they have a 2v2. I want to just stick around to 20v20. I've seen 2v2 already.
Facts.
The two-time.
Well, Shroud Skadoodle was so scared they ended the game.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it's what it boiled down
Doc
to.
will have
I'll
something
be
to
able
talk
get right
about.
back with the action
Hey,
pretty quickly.
hey, everybody give
Because
MJC.
10v10, like,
Let's
I-
get some
I-
hype in the
I
chat for him.
like
Thank you
this
for the
map.
dono, man. I
I think the
appreciate
maps
it,
we
man.
played, this was definitely
Appreciate the
as you
support.
talked about, the bigger
Thank you,
one.
thank you,
And
thank
there's
you.
the one-
You're
I
the
know
champ
I
of the
always
day.
got lost.
Highest
That one building has,
donation
3 or 4
of the
floors.
stream.
Yeah,
I appreciate it, man.
This is the first game we played, and we played like 4v4, and we were just like, where is everybody?
Guys?
Where are you? Am I, right? So like this is one where I think 10v10 is just going to play so well.
And that's the biggest test with any new title is just learning the maps, getting comfortable, finding your power spots, which we'll see if they can do over the course of their brief period here.
I mean, there's a lot, right?
Yeah.
You talk about the way that the maps have been made this year, how kind of different it is compared to.
Doc will
some
have
of the
something to
previous
talk about
titles.
in his next
This
video.
map, to me, kind of perfectly sums that up, right? A lot of little rooms.
Hey,
You
what's
have to be
going on,
very
Taylor?
strategic with how you breach and how you clear.
Yeah,
That
and
is him.
I do remember this map now when we were playing it
He's
yesterday
chilling,
on
he's chilling.
headquarters, and there's a lot of layers in those buildings. Like there's first,
Yo.
second, and third floors in some of them, and I remember the headquarters would move up top sometimes, and then it would go low. So yeah, there's different strategy that you can use in each and every hill, and it's close
There you
quarters,
go.
and then it sometimes turns into that power position right after.
I'm also so glad headquarters is back.
He's
I know we
watching the
talked about it
gameplay
earlier on,
too.
But it was such a fan favorite game mode. It's great to have it back in Call of Duty.
Well, having headquarters and then also talking
He's
to kind of
chilling.
verticality stuff. Joe, how much does it change like your mentality going into a game when it goes from like that 3-lane arena type to now having like the verticality, power position focus?
They get it
like,
started?
It's just a different beast, right? How you have to play.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I mean, it's almost like, what do you go for? Am I going to go for the objective or
Nah,
the
he's not
position?
always
What
calm
can
like
turn
this,
into
Taylor.
more? Because there's going to be some players that are just like objective oriented, playing
Not
for
always.
the W. But if you want your guys with those power weapons going up top,
when
just
there's people
controlling
here, he
things,
goes
making
crazy.
your life easier. Just depends what you want to do. But this map's a lot of fun because there's almost like 3 different elements. In the middle, there's like the buildings.
He's just
the
calm
section.
right
On
now.
one side, there's the street, and then to the outer side, there's like
He's
all
trying to
the
show off for
trenches,
everybody. That's what he is.
trenches that goes on. So there's all these different like elements to this map. It's very cool.
So you know what it reminds me of? Think back to Call of Duty 4.
Funny
when
how
we
in
had
old times
Crash,
you used to
and
find
there's a
out
lot of
about
buildings, you
games
have
in
Blue,
magazines.
Some of the OGs out there of the COD community. You
And going
remember
into
the
a
big
shop, and
building
now you're
in the middle
seeing
that
this,
everybody tried
and
to
now
get
we
on
have
top.
4
And then each
presentators
spawn
and a
had
global
bunch of
live
buildings
events.
there,
Yeah.
and there was just verticality to
And
it.
then
It
not
played
even
out
that,
amazing
watch
there. So
parties,
small lanes,
all the people
there's
who are
also
watching
those
it
buildings
here,
where you can get the power
you know?
control and also fight down low.
We have
Well, I think
people
it speaks
watching
to what Joe and Jeff were saying when they joined us from Infinity War, just talking
watching the
about
game here, and there's a
variations
bunch of watch
difference
parties
how
going on right now.
different of circumstances
Imagine-
you can find yourself
imagine
in throughout this, and that's part of the reason that's
everybody
really cool.
who,
You can change your guns on the fly.
Everybody who's watching the stream
deal
like
with
I
different
am,
power
like
spots,
doing this on the
different
streams.
positions, and I think it's gonna take time to kind of master that. And that's what I'm really looking forward to, Ben.
Definitely.
Yeah,
will.
Taylor,
Again,
100%.
Just kind of touch on that point. You're going to have those close quarter fights where your shotguns are going to be the super powerful weapon of choice when you're breaching.
Hey,
into a
she has
building.
control
But at
freaks.
the same time, if you
Yeah,
go
she has
on the
control
outer
freaks
lane,
on those.
On this map, for example, where the trenches are, that's sniper heaven, right? You're wide out in the open. You can
guys
pick
see
up
this
a lot of
right
double,
here?
triple kills. What?
Hey, what's
Jack, what are you
going on?
doing? What's going on over here? Jack, you're
What's
embarrassing
going on,
yourself.
NY man?
Play it out.
Are they having a wrap off?
Yeah, it looks like they're having a rap battle right now. It looks like Jack's. Whoa, he's losing. He's losing. He pushed him and walked away. He got flustered.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. When you look at these two teams at 10, when you look at these two teams,
They
at
got a
10,
lot of Fortnite guys though.
You look over towards the Shroud side of things, and you think that should be the dominant squad. I'd be very surprised if somehow. Well,
Is there a
actually, I guess
nuke?
The Doc has Kataga on that side
I think
as
the
well.
Juggernaut
He's
was
played
the
very, very well.
highest kill streak.
So maybe it's a little more balanced
on that side as well. I think Teep's on the third
Teep's,
side.
no, Teep's on the Shroud side of things.
Oh, whoa.
Start the game, Jack.
Squad.
Whoa.
Start the game. What, Jack? You want to come say hi?
He said, "Give him a headset."
All right, come on up, Jack.
All right, well,
come say hello, Jack. Who's he kicking off?
Here.
All right, Ant's gonna go. Come say hi, Jack.
Hey guys.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Jack.
Hey, you killed Shroud. That was impressive stuff.
You guys saw that, right?
Yeah.
Changing
yeah.
attachments on the
Force
fly.
the game,
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Hey, listen, it's really happy to be here. You guys are doing a great job. I've only seen fantastic things online about how you guys are all doing. You all deserve raises.
Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, I like that. That sounds great. Thanks, Jack.
This is good. But Jack, real talk. How you enjoying the game?
Dude, honestly, it's really fun. First game, I sprinted way too much,
Yep.
and then I realized, wait, I need to stop sprinting. And
That's
then
a fact.
next game, I went 19-6.
There better be a nuke every Modern Warfare has had one.
It's really tough and
Unreal.
distracting because most of the time all I'm hearing Doc is slam his desk.
Cypher. Whoa. Who's the
He's
eight?
too much. And I think he's
I
still
have
trying
to
get
know
the hang
for
of that,
research.
but either way,
I mean,
it's been fun.
You're a really good
Cypher.
teammate because I had the privilege of playing with you at an event for a show match that we did.
Yep.
Why don't you try telling Doc? Slow down.
Trust me.
No, he really is a good teammate. I'm not guessing.
I helped him set up his mic audio. I helped him discover that you could put on two. You could put on two of the
field upgrades.
Field upgrades. Yep. So we've got two of those on. So I've got.
So you're Doc's coach and also trying to play and manage your stream.
For sure.
You're really multi-talented, Jack.
Thank you, guys.
Miss you, roommate.
I really do try. Thank you. I appreciate you guys letting me come up here. I'm going to give Ant his mic back and let you guys continue to talk.
Oh, Ant, good luck. Just think about how sweaty that's going to be now.
Oh, dude, no, it smells like leftover Chinese food.
Oh, can confirm. Can confirm.
Is that General Tso's chicken?
No, I think it's Szechuan. Which is weird because I don't really order that ever.
We were supposed to have a little dinner date with him and some of the crew here in LA last night, but we didn't. We got out.
What happened to the gameplay?
So now we get to just. I was gonna hype him up last night, kind of give him a little pregame talk, but
Jack doesn't need it.
There's no way you would have gave him a pregame talk that would have motivated him in any way.
I'm a great speech giver. I got an A in speech class in college.
Questionable.
I don't think I've heard you give one.
Can they show the 10v10? Oh, here we go.
That's true.
Joe. Yes. You were born for the role you're in. You're one of the most talented individuals to ever grace planet Earth. I have never seen a more good-looking human being grace this planet. You've got a full head of hair, fantastic jawline, biceps that pop. You were built to dominate this world, Joe.
That's amazing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, you feel pretty gassed, right? You feel pretty gassed, right?
I'll give you an A.
Yeah, thank you. See? That was even a speech. I don't even know what I just did. I think I just flirted with Joe.
That was great. All right, Clint. You can't deny it anymore. You're great. Everybody needs a Clint in their life.
Yeah, God. Right. He's my duo, man. I got to
There we go.
Oh, he's doing it again, and he did it again.
Server connection issues.
Wasn't Shroud this time, though.
Yeah, Shroud went the other way, dude. He was fearing that matchup.
Oh, here you go.
Ooh, all right, Doc.
You can just see that sparkle in the sunglasses now.
Oh, yeah, he's opened his eyes.
Are open.
Yeah, his eyes are full.
Oh!
Wow. Didn't see that one coming, though, did he?
I do think, though, what Jack said, just to give like a basic tip to anyone playing this when it comes out.
Yep.
If you've been playing a lot of Black Ops 4, like recent titles, just be ready to slow down a bit. Know your surroundings. I think that was the first thing. Just stop sprinting. Stop sprinting everywhere. Like you have like the new tactical sprint. Like you can get places quickly, but if you get caught sprinting in this game, you get smoked.
Yeah,
it is definitely more tactical.
Yeah, you are absolutely done.
Oh, I think Shroud pulled the plug again.
I don't think the Call of Duty lords want us to play 10v10 right now. We're going to have to give it another
shot.
shot.
They're having
so
issues
sorry
with
for those of you at
10v10s.
home. We apologize. We're going to get back into it as quickly as we can, but having a little bit of a connection issue.
What about them over there?
I just heard, I believe from our producer, we've got we've got people from the women's soccer team that just won the World Cup. Joe, we watched.
That's amazing.
How many games did we watch? Ben too. We watched. We all got together.
I was getting up early.
I wasn't there.
Having a great time.
We were going. What was the bar we went to all watch the games?
Why don't
together?
they go to watch
They were
them?
getting us hype, man. They're so good.
Server connection issues continue.
I love our women's national team. If only our men's team was good.
Soon.
Also true.
Oh, Ben, I don't want you to laugh. The England team stinks too.
I mean, come on.
It's not kidding.
But no, shout out to the women there. Obviously bringing home a World Cup to the U.S.
What was the name of your goalie that let that
that dude has a juggernaut.
Was it
David
Green?
Seaman. No, David Seaman. That's the one you're thinking about. Ronaldinho free kick.
No. When USA scored, he fumbled it in when we played in play.
Yeah, that was
it Green?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really embarrassing moment for you.
Thanks.
Well, Ben's American now.
That's true. Good point.
What about
Congrats
20v20?
to the World Cup victors. That was awesome. And I get into it. Anytime it's like the USA pride getting into it for our country, it's the Olympics or the World Cup, I'm ready to go.
You guys are crazy.
No, we're dominant. Our women's team's disgusting.
They're
I love
really,
it.
really good.
Yes.
Well, that's why they're World Cup champions.
Yeah, that's certainly part of it. But yeah, just going to be hanging out for a little bit, banter back and forth with you fine gentlemen as we wait to get locked and loaded back into it.
Why don't they
You
just
can
show
see
them?
some
They're
members
playing
of
right
the
there.
National team playing the game, getting involved, and we're just looking to set up the 10v10 once again.
The best part is
I think she's having fun.
You just know they're competitive as well.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Well,
they're actually like, God.
If you play, well, you guys have competed at pro level in Call of Duty, obviously, but I think if you play any sport or anything at that high a level, like I feel like that competitive nature just carries over to everything.
It's just in you, right? At that point, you're competitive.
It's part of your nature.
Everything you want to do. You want to be the best and you want to win. So it's always fun seeing professional athletes. We talked a little bit about it earlier on. Professional athletes playing games, how cool it is, and Call of Duty's had some really fun.
I know. Why don't they just show this game?
Come compete, play. Well, as we said, now we have the U.S. women's national team. And again, their reactions every time.
I like
they
how
get
you
kills
can run
is,
with the gun up in the air.
priceless.
Ben, we matched up with you guys in that World Cup, right? What was the score of that game, Ben?
Ben's looking off into the distance right now. I don't think he wants to answer.
So what about this?
He's American now.
What about
I
this?
keep forgetting.
What about
I keep forgetting.
this 10v10? Yeah. we got that to come, right? That's gonna happen.
Hey, it's all right.
Yeah.
How do you think Clinton fares in a 10v10 game?
They're probably
In
freaking
absolute
out right now. They're like,
Posted
yo, we
up
got to
and
get this
dominant.
ready. We got to
I'm
get
getting
this
an AR.
this server
I'm
back
getting
up.
to a power position. I'm locking it down.
No, Clint's the opposite. He's definitely just sprinting towards the headquarters over and
They're like, we got to hurry up.
over
I
again.
am a team player. I like to focus on the objective. So even if I go triple negative, I can still
Yeah,
say,
but
like, hey,
Taylor,
we
at
won
least
this
they should
game,
show
and I
the
did what I
game.
could to it. You guys baited me.
At least they should show it,
constantly.
you know?
You didn't help me in my role
Show
whatsoever.
us gameplay while they wait,
works.
and then they can switch over.
That works up until you go.
That's what I would do. I don't know.
And then you lose.
So you're talking about Sensor's career.
Oh, okay.
You don't like the gun up thing?
I don't know where Doug is right now, but I don't think he's very happy.
Doug's right over there. He's sat next to Teep. That was the best part when we threw to Teep, and Teep was like,
No, I didn't say, Doug, I didn't say anything. Don't worry about it. I didn't say anything. Talk to Teep. You're doing good, Doug. No, great job, Doug. We're excited
smile,
for
smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. But yeah, it was entertaining when Teep obviously just gave him a little slide. He's like, yeah, a couple more chips.
Like, I'd rather watch this than just.
It's okay. Good to see
than
Polar
them.
Info is, of course, having a good time, having fun playing the game. There's so much stuff to kind of digest, and like when you play the open beta, there's a ton of new things. You got new game modes coming back, old game modes coming back. Obviously the weapons, just how much you can customize your guns now.
There's an endless amount of customization options. I just can't wait to see once the mass public gets their hands
Ninjas
on
in
that
the-
beta. Some of the things they come up
Okay,
with, you know,
Mixer,
some of the metas that
check
come
to the
out
bank.
even early on in the game. It's going to be so interesting to see how they change up their weapons.
Is Ninja on Mixer now?
As well. To me, that's what I'm most interested in, is seeing the ideal set of perks, because right now, every time we kind of watch people play, it's a lot of variation, a lot of different perks being ran. In terms of the weapons, you kind of brought it. People are sliding around in their chairs. Anyway, you've seen a lot of people kind of get killed by something, go, what gun is that?
Yeah, what is that?
I'm going to make that class. And of course, you can do it in the game as well.
And
How much
we
did
were
he
talking
get
a
paid
little bit
for
before
that?
this started.
Do you guys know?
We're talking about celebrities in here. We've got Kyle Kuzmin from the Lakers in attendance as well. So we've got more people coming in to try the game.
Right around the corner for him.
I've seen you ball a little bit.
Me?
Anthony?
Oh, yeah.
He is actually very good at basketball. I can confirm because...
We're not talking about the last time I played. I don't want to do it.
Well, I wasn't going to bring it up, but since you
brought it up, it just reminded me.
Since you brought it up.
So we had a bunch of guys, you know, that we work
Yeah,
with.
but because
we
these
went to
dudes
a
have
chance to play
personality,
basketball,
but
you know,
it's
nice
about the
competitive basketball
gameplay.
game, and you know, Clint was picked pretty early on. You know, he's a pretty big guy.
Big guy. He was also very,
I
very
played
good.
like high school,
Yeah,
college
yeah.
too.
High
Yeah,
school,
I used to be
college.
quite good.
You could tell he's pretty athletic.
Yeah.
So
Did
he's
he-
checking in the ball.
Yeah.
He left Twitch?
And he hits like a, you know, through the legs, crossover, like, okay, Clint's balling, and then all of a sudden he stumbles off.
Yo,
the
they
court.
had to pay
Like,
him
what's
a
going on?
lot.
He blew out his ACL in like the first 2 seconds of the
Yeah,
game.
I couldn't walk for like
It was 5 seconds.
I think I sprained my ACL.
Yo, you know the
I
check
literally-
he
I
had to
literally
get
did
paid
one
because
move, and then I
imagine
couldn't
all
walk.
those
It looked
Prime
good, though.
subs,
The worst thing
Amazon
about it
Prime
was
subs.
he, like, bought shoes for that game.
I got like new Jordans, dude. I got new Jordan shorts. I looked good while I was
That's
doing
crazy.
You look like you were gonna ball us off.
Yeah, I was ready
That
to. I was warming
paycheck.
up. I was feeling really good, and then I was reminded that
Yeah, Mix
since
is
I
another
played
streaming
basketball,
site.
I put 60 pounds onto my body, and that extra weight on my knee, it did not work.
I'll be honest, I'd rather watch Kyle Kuzma play basketball than you.
But then
Oh, I think that's a good point, Joe. I think I agree with that.
you've
They must
channeled
have
your
signed
skills.
him.
I'm excited for the Lakers. I'm excited for the Lakers this
Now you're
year.
great.
You're a Kings fan now.
No, I'm not. Just because I was born in Sacramento doesn't mean I have to be a Kings fan.
Actually, that's kind of how
I grew up a Lakers fan, man. Kobe's my hero. I love him.
Oh, so you're a glory hunter.
Okay, sure. That's fine.
I mean,
love
we've had
Kobe.
this conversation a lot before. You're not a LeBron fan, so you're not a Lakers fan.
No, I'm not a big LeBron. I'm not.
I wonder how much
he
got paid for a Mixer.
It's just how I am. I'm so excited for the Lakers.
See my man Daquan down there as well. He's a great streamer. One of my favorite streamers.
Yeah, you were super
Holy.
excited. You were like, Daquan's here, and you're like, oh, really?
9 million?
One of the few streamers that I consistently watch. It's hilarious, man.
You're not always in my stream?
Oh, yeah, I am actually.
Thanks.
I'm
I
a sub to
appreciate
your stream.
I love that. I love that support. I love that support.
I'll give you my Twitch.
That's
Prime.
crazy.
Yes. Wait, no, I want a tier 1. Tier 3, dude.
Tier 3, gotcha.
Let's run it up a little bit.
I don't know. In the Maven chat.
As Jack said, we all deserve raises. So
Yo,
we'll be able to
that
use
is
some
crazy.
Of that additional money.
I'm over here.
To pay for my stream. All right, well, hey, we're having fun. I
9
apologize for the
million?
delays. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know
Damn.
you'd rather see gameplay than the talking heads right now, but unfortunately, just a bit of, I think, a server-side issue as we try to get this 10v10 going. We're going to try again in a moment, but before we get there, we are going to head to a quick break. We'll be right back.
Yo. That's crazy. Oh, here we go. Oh, they showed that already. Let's lower it a little bit. While we wait. Yeah, I just want to see this 10v10 already, man. I'm hyped for this 10v10. Right, Taylor? That's what I was wondering. I was like, yo, that's crazy. That dude. All for Fortnite. Fortnite's not going anywhere either. That's the thing. Fortnite's gonna be here for a long time. Yo, he's... Yo, they gotta be having some serious service issues if they can't get that 10v10 together. I know, right? I want to see if they're having issues with the 10v10. I wonder if they're gonna be able to do the 20v20. They might not even show it. I wonder what's going on. Oh, there we go. Is there a campaign in this Call of Duty? Yeah, MJC, there's a campaign. It's supposedly be solo and co-op. But they haven't talked about it too much. Today was more about the multiplayer. Boom, boom. Ooh! I guess Microsoft achieved what they wanted. Today was the first time I ever heard of Mixer. Only knew Twitch until now. Wait, I didn't know Microsoft owned Mixer. Nah, the trailer's cool, man. They gotta have the 10v10 right now.
Early access to the open beta.
So you saw that? September 12th. So it says that PlayStation 4 has early access. Did you see that?
Hello and welcome back. We're ready to get back into the action. I believe a little bit of a change of pace. We're going to get into the 20 versus 20.
Oh, 20v20. Here we go.
If we thought it was going to be chaos already, now it's going to be real wild.
It's 20v20. Let's go.
Degree, Ben.
Just a little bit, right? From 10v10 to 20v20, and this is where things are going to get crazy because you obviously talked a little bit about streaks and how they can be crazy in a 10v10. Yeah. 20v20 is going to make
just saying,
streaks.
if Noah gets a gunship in 20v20,
I'm going to be upset. Then at that point, I'm going to force someone off there, say,
Game's
you're going to go
gonna
sit
be
down.
over.
You're going to go sit down, and you're going to get a gunship.
I'm down to play.
There you go.
If someone wants to call me in, I'm in. I got no problem with that.
We've just never seen anything like this.
No.
20v20?
Never. And it's
Here we go.
Insane. I'm so excited to watch.
But here's the thing.
I'm
we
hyped
haven't
now.
seen this, right? This is our first time, all of us together, watching this.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what to expect.
Yeah,
I've no idea. We don't know anything about the map.
We tried the other stuff
All
a
we
little bit,
know
right?
is
Yeah.
we tried everything. We tried the night mode. We tried the multiplayer. We
don't
tried
know
the
the map.
headquarters.
I think if
I mean, it has to be a big map, right? It's 20v20, 40 people on the map.
20, I would go in a building. I'd sit up top. I'd
And
plant
now
a Claymore at my
I mean, is a win for
Just trying to get as many
Microsoft, which
kills
brought
as I
the
can
beam
and get a
service
gunship
that
or
became
job.
Mixer
We've
in
never seen this
2016.
map.
Oh, okay.
Palace. We're going to the Palace, boys.
Okay, so there is an objective, playing Ground War.
Well, it's TDM, I would assume, right? Ground War TDM?
Well, capture and control forward operating bases.
Yeah, it says we're doing some capturing and controlling.
Oh.
Oh, here you go.
We'll see.
Ground War.
We've had modes similar to this in the past in Call of Duty.
20v20.
Like Ground War, trying to capture it and move it farther into their base, sort of like War from back in the day.
Oh yeah, War. Yeah.
We had this mode before. This is a little bit different, obviously, but essentially it's the same concept.
Well, I feel like this is really going to highlight the whole variation on gameplay, how different it can be across the map. I mean, this is going to feel like, I feel like a bunch of Call of Duty maps in one, sort of. I mean, it has to, just the size of it for 20 versus 20.
I'm pulling out a sniper rifle. That's the first thing I'm doing in 20v20. I'm getting a scope for the map. I'm trying to figure out, all right, what are the lanes?
You're just going to go up.
Yeah,
Minecraft
where's
mode?
the tallest building I can get to? That's where I'm
So
going.
what I'm thinking about is just the tactical and lethal usage is going to be insane. Like, you can throw a stun and hit like 4 to 5 people if they're trying to move the objective, and you throw a nade follow up after that, you might get a 4-piece, 5-piece. It's going to be insane.
I'm just thinking about streaks too. You earn yourself some streaks in this, and I mean, you're gonna
Imagine when you pull out that personal radar after like a 3-4 kill streak, and it's just all red.
It's like, oh, they're everywhere, guys. They're everywhere.
See, this is the game mode where I expect, like Shroud or there's some of those snipers to be able to get those clips where they get like the 3, 4, 5-piece kill feeds and
absolutely
light it up. I think this is the game mode where you'll see that, and maybe some collaterals as well.
Well, I believe we just have a couple seconds. We're going to hop into
Oh,
it.
there we go.
Nameless, here we go. 20 versus 20 domination.
Yo, this is crazy.
Ground war.
Wait.
Oh my God. Like, insta cap.
So there's A, B, C, D, and E.
Okay.
Super domination.
Super dumb.
Oh, that's ATV?
Oh, that's cool.
This is amazing.
Oh, do you see him?
Let's ride out.
Oh, I love their strat. They're just going to push straight over towards D. They're going towards the other side of the map.
I'm mostly curious to see the size of this, like how big the map actually is.
Well, he's 144 meters away from A, and he ran about 100 meters. So
This is a bit different than what I was expecting with like the 3 points in War back in the day. This is a completely different take on that. It's a lot crazier.
This is like Battlefield meets Call of Duty.
Flags, basically, is what you're looking at. 20v20. There. Okay.
Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. That's kind of what I wanted to see.
It's a big map.
Wow.
That's a big boy. Sure is. I want to see some sniping play personally for me.
Oh.
Shroud versus Teep. TP lets him know. Teep's not afraid.
Let's see it from Teep's POV now. Laser beams.
See that recoil control right there.
We're going to have to hear about that every day when we play with him now. How many times has he killed Shroud now? A couple.
I mean, he was probably baiting
Yeah, good call, Joe.
He was
Good call,
baiting
Joe.
someone. Don't be surprised if we see him last alive with a sniper about 800 times.
Here's Teep's perspective. Already personal radar earned. So this was the strategy that he talked about, right? Puts on the personal radar and then basically goes from there. Has his field upgrades as well. So far for Teep.
Teep is
Run around, play the
trying to
objectives.
dominate. I could see it in his face.
You just know, right? There's a Claymore. He ain't falling for that. Oh, hello?
His teammates, maybe?
They might be teammates. Doesn't look like he's too sure.
Yeah, I think that would make the most sense.
But bear in mind, he is running out of ammo here, so it'd be great if he could find himself a...
That's 8 bullets for Teep is 8 kills, Ben.
Honestly, you might be right. How good Teep is, you just never know. You never know. He's trying to play the spawns. That's the one thing he talked about in his interview, but, well, had no idea that player was coming from behind.
No Minecraft mode, creative mode.
Pretty well,
You know how you can show people objects by holding them in CFD, same thing, no fighting. You just walk around and hold your gun. It's
If
everything.
you're playing this
full streaks.
Oh, wow.
Full streaks.
Please.
Oh.
So let's say he's got
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
Yes! Oh,
my
go
God,
to C. Coming to our.
Go
Yes,
Oh.
C, please. There's somebody. Light it up. Light it up.
Only 2-piece.
Still.
Yo, they were
But
hyped.
how awesome does that look when you see it from the sky and there's just like 20 different targets
How
to
do
go
you
for?
imagine calling that out to your teammates?
They're everywhere. They're 6 at C, 2 at
Yo.
B, 1 flanking.
They were so hyped. Did you hear
but still
that
more
guy?
streaks as well.
Look at the kill feed. I love it.
Dude, I just am so impressed. Like,
This is a sniper's
I
dream.
guess I thought with like the most recent title, we were starting to approach maybe
Ooh.
like we're getting near maybe the end.
I like
of
the
this
sniper
console
scope on
generation.
here.
We kind of push the envelope with what we can do, but
Oh.
visually to see this game and the fact that you can do 20 versus 20, I'm just like, how the hell are they pulling this stuff off? This is so cool.
Some smart people.
This is a nice map.
Blue team's in a great spot, by the way. They have everyone pinned in at C, so we talk about controlling those spawns. Finally, someone breaks through to D. There's a look at Dr. Disrespect.
He's camping right now.
Man, I wonder his stats got a little bit better. He's on a kill streak, though. That's the thing, and he has Juggernaut selected as well.
It's at 15. 15 kills for that
Oh.
Juggernaut, too. Did someone just get ran over?
Ripped off the
He got
ATV?
shot off of driving it, and the player was on the passenger seat just shooting people still.
Looked like Shroud just called in a missile, too. He was able to find 2.
I'm just imagining like playing this and like ghost riding my teammate into a building.
Yep. I was thinking the same thing.
Shotgun.
Yo, hop on the ATV real quick. Let's go.
I'm down for that anytime.
Let's fly straight through. Nice.
I like that name, Aimbot.
Aimbot.
Let's see what he can do. They're flying forward as like a tactical unit here.
Like a tactical push here.
Yeah, right.
5 players on this team. They're trying to get through.
Well, they got a 4 cap. They're looking for the 5th.
There's like 6 or 7 of them there now.
Well, everyone should be spawning there at B, right?
Yep.
It looks like they have them kind of like pinned in.
Grab the
There's
FR.
a lot of cover right here as well. So
Oh, he was underneath them.
Shuts him down.
that was a big win right there.
I'm curious to see how Jack's playing. That's one player who I'm always curious for. I'd love to be able to hop on with him in a little bit. We'll take a look at Shroud first and foremost, though. What class does he want to rock with?
I think he just
What do you
doesn't
mean,
like
the
any
mini
of his
map?
custom ones because now he's looking. Oh, he probably didn't have a sniper class for his custom, so he's picking one of the default sniper
This is
classes.
what I was talking about earlier. I've been waiting for him to use the sniper. I know in the 10v10 and 20v20, sniper can be super deadly. So
I'm just thinking about all the potential kill feeds you get with the sniper too.
man, collaterals, 2, 3, 4 pieces.
Can be nuts if you have good kind of spawn control.
It looks like there isn't a mini
They had
map.
the map B and they had to come out of those
Yeah.
that window.
Well, for the snipers out there, what's like the most impressive thing? Like a 5-man, 6-man? Like how
There
hard
is
it
no
get,
mini
like,
map.
right now with the
At
current
this
Call of
point,
Duty?
snipers have got so good that
Like
even a
5-mans.
even a 5-man is just like.
I'm just wondering what is possible.
Only if you have a radar.
Like I've seen like 10 kills in a row, just collaterals and.
Well, I feel like this would be like someone like Pamaj is like field day, like you said.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely, you guys
Can't wait for the
snipers.
montages when this comes out.
That's gonna be a ton of fun. Well, speaking of sniper rifle, quick glance over towards King Richard.
I haven't got a chance to use a sniper yet. Have you guys used it yet?
Nope. The 2v2, I use it.
Yeah, that's probably so. Like when it gets distorted, that's probably the counter UAV.
I mean, I smoked your teammate and then you smoked me.
Sure.
It's tough.
Nice shot.
It looks so satisfying when you get those kills.
No, one streak earned.
And it looks like this is where he wants to be. Seems to be a bit more open, but I don't know where Hutch was.
Yeah, where did he just come from?
I have
Gilly
no
suited
idea.
up, laying down in the grass.
Oh no.
Oh.
Jack's hands are up.
We saw it happen.
Hutch leaned all the way back in his chair.
I got caught applying chapstick.
They're having issues.
The camera shot came back. I was like fumbling with
That was good look though. That was fun.
Yeah.
I like what we saw.
Oh
because
man.
You hear 20v20 and you're thinking, all right, this could be absolute chaos. In reality, it seemed really.
It ran
well
pretty
balanced.
smooth,
The map
though.
played out pretty well. The points in good spots.
Yeah, and
The servers just aren't holding up.
Obviously, we're on a pre-release build. We have 36, 40 setups here, all connected while everyone is live streaming. So not shocked that there could be some issues, but sorry that's affecting kind of the 10v10 and 20 versus 20. So we'll probably wait to see where we're going to go from here. I don't know if we're going to try that again, or if maybe we're just going to get straight to the gunfight bracket. We'll see how that'll play out. But
the 2v2s.
Yes, because that I don't believe we'll have issue with. But I'm just glad we got to see as much as we did. I know I would have
At
loved
least
to
we
see
got to
obviously
see more
a couple games
gameplay.
of that, but
All right,
I
guys.
think you got a feel for
That's good though. That's good. I got to see what I wanted to see.
whether you come from competitive backgrounds or whatever your history is, like you're more into the 4v4.
I did get to see what I wanted to see.
That looks like it would just be so much fun to just go in, dominate, warm up, fly low.
So I am impressed with that overall. Pretty cool. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap up this stream, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. We got to see what it looks like. Hopefully closer to the beta they show us some more gameplay, maybe start releasing stuff little by little. But I do like the 20v20. They didn't really show too much of the 10v10. The 6v6 ran pretty smooth. Yeah, it's probably the studio issue, not the game issue. Yeah. Yeah, they probably could have. So, but yeah, let's wrap up this stream, guys. Hey, I want to thank you guys all for hanging out with me this long, chilling with me, coming through here. I appreciate the support. Appreciate everybody who donated, who hit the subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, first time watching any of my videos, I appreciate that. And I will I should have a video later today. If you guys haven't, make sure you guys check out my second YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe over there. That is my second channel over there, so definitely check it out. Hit the subscribe button. But we're gonna wrap it up. We got to see a lot of really cool stuff. Hopefully we can see some more stuff in the future. Take it easy, everybody. But until the next stream,